throughout the entire nation, like from coast to coast. And so people and say they saw him, or one person actually called in and said he was him. The police always let me know. The sheriff's department in Waukesha has been good that way.
Isaiah is epileptic and walked away from the facility without his medication. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Office says there is no indication Kramer was removed from the facility without his consent. Heart disease is still the #1 cause of death across the U.S. every year. But Chief of Cardiovascular Medicine at the Medical College of Wisconsin, Dr. Jorge Saucedo, tells WTMJ doctors are getting better at detecting the disease.
We have wonderful medicines that we can prescribe that will make patients live longer. These kind of medications didn't exist just a few years ago. So we have great devices, great medications, great ways to identify the problem earlier so we can address it on a timely fashion.
Dr. Saucedo says it's always important for older adults to get their heart health checked regularly. The Green Bay Packers' all-time leading scorer is officially calling it a career.
Mason Crosby to win it. Hold is high and down. Crosby's kick is up, and it is good!
Mason Crosby played 16 of his 17 seasons with the Packers after being drafted in the 6th round of the 2007 NFL Draft. Crosby's 1,918 total points, 864 more points than Ryan Longwell, who is second on the all-time list in Green Bay. Crosby is currently the 11th all-time leading scorer in NFL history. Greg Matzik, WTMJ News.
Crosby finishes his career with 400 made field goals. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 6:04.
It's the perfect Valentine's heart.
The kind a schoolboy would draw.
It's the most adorable pendant we've ever created.
Innocent, fun-loving, and sweeter than honey.
Cute, cute, cute.
It's cherry red ceramic that's been through the fire.
We've been making ceramic jewelry for thousands of years.
Seriously?
Google it.
But this ceramic heart has things they didn't know about thousands of years ago.
Like what?
Diamonds. 18 of them.
These created diamonds were made for the one who sparkles like the sun.
I can see her in my mind right now.
It's the perfect Valentine's gift.
And it's only $128 at Kessler's.
Monica, what else do we have?
We have 4 different ways to say I love you.
Each pendant is a different shape covered in diamonds.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
An oval.
A square with rounded corners.
A teardrop.
And a heart.
Your choice, just $148 at Kessler's. For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
So how would I describe our people? I'd say the people we set out to hire have to be smart, hardworking, and honest. Honesty being paramount of the 3. Because honesty breeds integrity. And when you have integrity, you won't let yourself do anything less than your best. And that's who we're looking for. Character counts here, and integrity matters. And that's why it's easy for us to offer the industry's best lifetime workmanship warranty with every roof we sell. A rock-solid warranty like ours guarantees our reputation and assures your satisfaction. At Semper Fi, we do the right thing. We seize the moral high ground, and we hold it. And when you do that, you end up having a business that's going to last for generations. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber offices. One call, that's all sports desk. The NFL League year-end free agent period begins the second week in March, and the Cleveland Browns all-pro defensive end Myles Garrett is asking for a trade. ESPN's Anna Schefter on the likelihood of that happening.
When you issue a trade request in the NFL, it's not final that you're being traded. There are still many steps to go through, and the Browns have been very public in the idea that they're not moving on from Myles Garrett.
In college basketball tonight, 11th ranked Marquette basketball is on the road at 12th ranked St. John's for a 5:30 p.m. tip-off. Hear the game on 94.5 ESPN. And the 21st ranked Wisconsin Badgers take on Indiana for an 8 o'clock tip-off time. The Badgers are 17-5 this season. Badger Sports Updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, siding, and a whole lot more. Take a look at your roads with your WTMJ Johnson Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. We have a few incidents on the road. We have a disabled vehicle on the exit to Appleton Avenue from I-41 US 45 South. Moving south, we have a disabled vehicle on the exit to Drexel Avenue from I-41 94 South. And then further south, we have a disabled vehicle on the exit to Elm Road from I-41 94 North. Other than that, roads are starting to clear up across Milwaukee. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of lake effect snow with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday will be cloudy with some evening snow mix. Less than 1 inch of snow of accumulation and minor ice accumulations is possible with a high of 31 degrees. Thursday is going to be mostly sunny and windy with a high of 40 degrees. Friday is going to be partly cloudy, and Saturday will likely get some evening snow, and some accumulation is expected with a high of 31 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 18 degrees, in Green Bay, it's 15 degrees, in Waukesha, it's 17 degrees, and in Milwaukee, it's 20 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda. Outdoor than the mid WTMJ news time is 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Good evening. How you doing? I am Sandy Maxx, and welcome to a supersized 3-hour episode of What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Coming up this hour, I will roll out the red carpet for 2 guests. First, from Milwaukee, Marcus Performing Arts Center, Lori Bowman shares what's cool and compelling about tomorrow night's performance by Complexions Contemporary Ballet. I know I like the music. We're going to find out more. And then good news in our public arts scene, Joy Engine has awarded $50,000 in grants for 7 art projects in Milwaukee in the months ahead. And Joy Engine Executive Director Steph Salvia, she's going to share the details at 6:35. There are several concert announcements to make sure you're up to date on, so I will get that info to you, music fans. And where are you watching the Super Bowl on Sunday? If you're not in the mood to host and clean up, there are several spots around Wisconsin where you're welcome to watch the big game on massive screens for big fun on Sunday. We'll go through that list, and I welcome your suggestions on the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. Where are you going to watch the Super Bowl? At home, or is there a fun spot that you're planning on going? Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. Let me know on the phone. And at the movies, my review of the brand new Wisconsin-made movie, Green and Gold, out in theaters this past weekend. It is in theaters for sure through Thursday, so keep going. And on Friday night, a romantic date night suggestion to see a truly classic film, Under the Stars. And we're going to celebrate Super Duper Alice Cooper's birthday tonight. Before 9 o'clock, you can win free tickets to see Bonnie Raitt in concert, September 16th at Milwaukee's Riverside Theater. And it is February 4th. Black History Month is happening now, and a very good reason to appreciate the experiences and expressions of the Black community. There is a Juneteenth concert announcement to share, and you'll get to know Claiborne Benson III. He is the executive director of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society, and a hearty conversation with Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht of the Joshing Around Milwaukee show on WTMJ. So lots in store. I'm excited. And 2 concert announcements right now before we roll on with the show. Now, I haven't chatted with you since the Grammys ceremony. Wow. I was a little skeptical, but it was a great lineup of performances. Chappell Roan, Lady Gaga, and Bruno Mars. There was a Quincy Jones tribute with Cynthia Erivo, Stevie Wonder, Herbie Hancock, Janelle Monáe. It really surprised me just how good it was. And I watched it in real time, not on DVR. Usually I start a little late and then skim through the commercials. I stuck with it. It was really good. There were a lot of cowboy hats on stage and in the star-studded audience throughout the night. There were at least 3 situations of tearaway clothing, and one of the most impressive performances was Benson Boone, the guy who sings this song. And he ripped off his tuxedo to reveal a powder blue, skin-tight, sparkly, low-cut jumpsuit. So he was in a tuxedo in the audience, and he stood up, and 2 of his friends did the tearaway clothing. This guy's a gymnast on stage. He walked up on stage, started singing this song, which, by the way, Beautiful Things was the most streamed song in the world in 2024. So he goes up on stage, walks on a grand piano, basically runs across the top of the piano, leaps off gracefully and twists in a sideways somersault, lands after this flip, lands on his feet and didn't miss a note, didn't miss a beat. And he did that move again later in the song from a standing position. Well, this acrobatic, incredible artist is coming to Milwaukee. Benson Boone, it was announced he's going to headline Summerfest Thursday, July 3rd at American Family Insurance Amphitheater. Tickets on sale Friday for that show. And boy, he's a real entertainer. I'm curious just to see his presentation. And then another concert announcement, Temptations and the Four Tops. Going to be back in Milwaukee, October 18th at Miller High Live Theater. It is the 60th anniversary of this classic song. My Girl. Memorable Motown music. They are rock and roll Hall of Famers, bringing the harmonies and soulful songs to the stage. Temps and Tops. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. for both of those shows. David Bowie music will be moving dancers of diverse backgrounds on stage tomorrow night at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. Discover what's compelling about Complexions Contemporary Ballet next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
The Upswing with Jeff Sherman.
If you don't know what Buc-ee's is all about, you may think, oh, it's just another quick trip. Well, the reality is much, much larger. This is a destination much like what Oak Creek did with IKEA. So think of it that way. A huge brand coming to the state. It's about jobs, it's about economic development, and it's about moving Wisconsin forward.
Weekdays from 10 to 11 on WTMJ. Presented by Horicon Bank, the natural choice for all your banking needs.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Siding Unlimited, named the best window installers, not just here, but in the whole USA. Get the best. Siding Unlimited, 4-time winner as America's best window installer. For windows, you call Siding Unlimited first and directly. SidingUnlimited.com.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ. I am Sandy Maxx, and I am thrilled anytime I can have a guest in the studio. And this guest is Marcus Performing Arts Center Vice President of Marketing and Communications, Lori Bowman. Lori, how are you? Lori, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good. Thank you. Happy to be here.
We got your microphone on, and I am excited. I grew up dancing.
I know.
Went to performing arts school and everything. And so it is an art form that I am very interested in. And I love what you have scheduled for tomorrow called Complexions Contemporary Ballet. And they are here for the very first time.
Correct. They are celebrating their 30th anniversary and the first time in Milwaukee.
Wow.
That's what we're here for.
At Marcus Performing Arts Center, yeah,
Yes.
because this Complexions Contemporary Ballet is part of a dance series.
Yes, correct. In fact, this launches our series. This is our first show on the 5th, and then we follow with 2 more shows in the next 2 months. Yes.
Well,
3 shows on the series.
Cool. Well, we will talk about the other shows because I'm curious, but there's one part of the Complexions Contemporary Ballet performance tomorrow that certainly caught my eye and my ear, and it is this. David Bowie, and a perfect song, Let's Dance, for the contemporary ballet. How does David Bowie work into the Complexions Contemporary Ballet performance tomorrow?
Well, this is one of their celebrated pieces, and it is the whole second half of the performance, and it pays tribute to Bowie's legendary music and his persona. It is one of their most iconic works, and, David Bowie really pushed the boundaries, and he had just so many looks. And
it was very theatrical.
Yes, exactly. And so with Complexions, they're very athletic and very, they sort of span that from traditional to contemporary. And so this is just one of their pieces that they have become known for.
How exciting. Because, it's a sensory experience to watch these physical, graceful, powerful versatile performers on stage, but then you add being surrounded by these sounds.
Right, and costumes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a feast for the ears and the eyes.
So that's the second half of the show. What is the first half?
The first half will be a number of their pieces in their genre, in their catalog, pieces that they are known for. So that will be, if you think of it more like a mixed rep. So they'll have a few different pieces. And the one thing I want to mention, too, for any of your listeners that are going, and I would welcome them all, but this is, this company is really good. I respect this so much. They are very particular about the presentation. And so we're reminding everyone to get there on time because they're going to have a seating hold and people will not be able to get to their regular seats if they're late. And that holds true for after intermission, too, because they really want people to be in their seats and enjoying the performance and not moving around and disturbing others. And then they're going to do a post-show discussion at the end of the performance so people can stick around and talk to the dancers, hear about the company. I mean, with 30 years under their belt, they have quite a reputation and a lot to share.
To have access to the master choreographers and the dancers and actually, that's a real bonus to your ticket price to really experience and have those questions. And if you want to see a preview of just what Complexions Contemporary Ballet looks like, on our WTMJ YouTube live stream, we are showing you just some beautiful footage of the performance. If you text WATCH, WATCH, text WATCH to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620, you'll be impressed. You'll be very impressed at what you see and very tempted to go to the Marcus Performing Arts Center tomorrow night to see Complexions Contemporary Ballet. I want to find out even more about tomorrow night's performance and the other dance performances you have lined up. So stay with us with Lori Bowman from the Marcus Performing Arts Center and Complexions Contemporary Ballet. Stay with us on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Wisconsin's Morning News is here for you every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Vince Petrano.
President Trump has signed 2 executive orders following Wednesday night's deadly crash between an American Airlines plane and a U.S. military helicopter.
Eric Bilstad.
A student injured in the Abundant Life Christian School shooting in Madison is back home this morning.
And traffic with Debbie Lozica.
Southbound on 43, a bit heavy from just south of Capitol Drive.
The news you need to know. Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ.
Hey there, I'm Sandy Maxx from WTMJ, here to tell you about incredible career opportunities with my friends at 3 Pillars Senior Living Communities in Dousman. You know it's a great place to live. You know it's the #1 rated living community, senior living community in Wisconsin, and that is a heck of an honor. It's also a certified great place to work, and they're hiring LPNs and RNs with some starting at $41 per hour. You can get more based on shifts. The best part? You'll make a difference in the lives of others every day at 3 Pillars. Go to 3pillars.org, click on the Careers tab to learn more.
In 1964, we were making strides towards space travel.
Mary Poppins was the #1 movie in theaters.
And the Beatles were taking America by storm.
Which was long before I was born.
Facts. 1964 is also the year it all started for Richlands Tire and Service Centers. 60 years of continuous growth and more happy customers than you can shake a stick at.
Okay, the streamers are a bit overkill. It's just us in the studio.
All right. But it's important to know accomplishments like these aren't possible without a dedicated team. So hats off to them and our founder, my dad, Dick Mitchke, for understanding the importance of customer focus.
Facts. There's no 60 years of anything without you, the customer, which is why our focus will remain on you and only you for years to come.
Thank you from all of us here at Richlands Tire and Service Centers.
Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
So the body knows that it needs to heal itself, but it doesn't know how to concentrate it and target it into just one area. So that's where we come in.
By we, Dr. Ashley Caravelli means the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, QC Kinetics.
We put in those treatments, then it sends out like little signalers to your body. We're able to make the body focus on the areas that need the most healing.
QC Kinetics has gathered brilliant medical minds like Dr. Caravelli and Dr. Mitchell Shinecup, a pioneer in the field of regenerative medicine. to lead the way in these innovative pain treatments.
So at QC Kinetics, we have a whole team working nationwide with cutting edge research to reach our patients and treat them and know that surgery is no longer their only option.
The consultation is free. Find out if you're a candidate. Call QC Kinetics today.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Looking to escape the winter chill? Fox World Travel has you covered. Whether it's an all-inclusive vacation with Apple Vacations, a luxurious Princess Cruise, or a European adventure with Globus and Avalon, we create unforgettable experiences just for you. Enjoy last-minute deals, exclusive offers, and personalized itineraries. From booking to boarding, we handle all the details for a stress-free trip. Ready to get out of the cold? Call 866-GO-FOX-GO and mention code RADIO to start planning your getaway today.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. I'm Sandy Maxx, joined by Lori Bowman from the Marcus Performing Arts Center, where tomorrow David Bowie music will be playing and diverse, immensely talented dancers will be on stage with Complexions Contemporary Ballet. What time is showtime tomorrow?
7:30.
And you have been surrounded by just choreographers there and dancers rehearsing, and it's their first time in Milwaukee since they founded Complexions Contemporary
isn't that
Ballet
amazing?
in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
It's about dang time is what I would say.
Yeah, and the two co-directors, Dwight Roden and Desmond Richardson, are just, so renowned in the dance world. Two previous Ailey dancers, and their mission is to break barriers in ballet. And boy, they will do it. And this show, if you're going to see Complexions, this is the one to see with the Bowie.
It is incredible because I grew up dancing, and I'm a purist when it comes to the form and the fundamentals of ballet. But through watching the Milwaukee Ballet and Genesis and the work that Michael Pink has done in the past 20 years to incorporate both contemporary ballet and dancers of all shades making steps in that world, because you used to, almost like the modeling world, you had to fit a certain parameter, or else if you were too busty, if you were too anything and didn't fit that mold, you weren't dancing. So now to have Complexions Contemporary Ballet, where every nationality is represented and your hair isn't pulled back in a bun severely, there's more of that individual expression while having a uniform choreographed presentation.
Mm-hmm. All the dedication, but the unique individuality.
All that discipline is still there. It doesn't mean, it doesn't always have to be uniform. So that is very excited. I like the adjectives fierce and evocative style, with music ranging from Bowie to Bach. So it's going to be a fun night tonight with the Complexions Contemporary Ballet. But this is just one in a series of dance performances that you have planned at the Marcus.
Yes, our MPAC Presents Dance has 3 shows in it. So this is the first one. This kicks off the series. And then in March, we have Martha Graham Dance Company, and they are just about to celebrate their 100th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
So talk about icons in the dance world.
So you just dropped that that Dwight Roden and Desmond Richardson were former Alvin Ailey dancers. That right there is an iconic name, Alvin Ailey. Now you're saying Martha Graham, to have access to be able to see these truly influential choreographers and performers, and it's very exciting. So Martha Graham, wow. What's the date of that?
That is March 15th.
Cool.
Also at 7:30. And then we wrap up the season in April. So the 3 shows came February, March, April. We have the Ladies of Hip Hop. So this is an all-female troupe, very, very into female empowerment and, celebrating the genre that is hip hop and that dance form.
And it's interesting to see how far hip hop has come. And we have the Museum of Hip Hop here in Milwaukee. So to have that tied into us, but just watching the Grammy Awards, Queen Latifah, really commanding a presence, and saluting Alicia Keys, who's to me a little more R&B, but just, to see how hip hop really has established itself. And I had a blast at the Marcus Performing Arts Center at the holidays seeing Hip Hop Nutcracker with Curtis Blow, so this really is an art form that is full of expression and storytelling and here to stay.
Yeah, you just, until you see it live, you don't realize the precision and the athleticism that is involved. And these women in Ladies of Hip Hop are just extraordinary. And every time we had a performance the other night and had dancers on stage, and I said, I was going to go home and just work out because I watched all these beautiful dancers, and I just thought I am not worthy. So no,
but you're also inspired by what the body can do. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, I've got those same arms and legs. Like maybe I should be stretching a little bit more, and it might surprise myself.
Well, and what's fun too is here they take some familiar music. I mean, and Bowie just has so many followers and people who love that iconic music, and then you put it to dance, and you get a whole nother appreciation. So we're really looking forward to it.
I'm so glad. And then I would be remiss if we didn't. I'll give us a little bit of Bowie music. But because it is so dramatic. Mm-hmm. So, Complexions, Contemporary Ballet, with the second half devoted to David Bowie music and interpretations. I also want to ask you, Broadway across America.
Yes.
People are flocking to the Marcus Performing Arts Center, and there are a lot of people who are now even more interested in Wicked returning. What are the dates of Wicked back in Milwaukee?
Wicked, now you're going to put me on the spot, Sandy. But July something.
I can look that up. I can very much look that up. What else is coming? But you've got something much sooner.
We have, at the end of this month, starting February 25th, we have Book of Mormon, and this has just sold gangbusters. In fact,
Hello.
we've been.
Oh, it's me singing. Hello.
Yeah, doorbell. So that has been on fire, and that's followed by A Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond musical that we talked about last time I was here. So those are back to back, and MJ, the Michael Jackson musical, follows, and and then Annie for a short stint, and then 3 weeks of Wicked.
July.
And Wicked actually goes on sale. It's on pre-sale right now. It actually goes on public sale on the 14th of February. So
Valentine's Day.
That's quite a Valentine to that show, and we are very excited.
Wicked is July 30th through August 17th. Going to be wonderful. Lori Bowman from the Marcus Performing Arts Center, thank you for stopping by and for sharing all the wonderful performances and the wide variety of performances that are happening at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. And hope to see you tomorrow at Complexions Contemporary Ballet.
You will. I'll be dancing.
Excellent.
Okay, thanks, Sandy.
Thanks, Lori. Now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Sean Brinda.
Thanks, Sandy. Kenosha police are investigating a swatting call that caused Bradford High School to go into lockdown. They responded to a call of shots fired at the school at around 10:30 this morning. Police swept the building and found no security threats. Kenosha Unified School District confirms that students have returned to class and after-school activities will take place. Police are still investigating the source of the call. And reducing forever chemicals in the dairy state. Governor Tony Evers says that he's looking to reduce forever chemicals from groundwater as part of this year's state budget proposal. The governor's office plans to invest over $145 million to address the reduction of PFAS contamination across all of Wisconsin's wells and groundwater sources. This funding would provide schools with water filtration systems, provide $2 million of bottled water to homes impacted by PFAS, and ensure protections for landowners while also providing more testing of forever chemicals. Governor Evers' state budget is set to release on February 18th. Take a look at your roads with your WTMJ Johnson Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. We currently have one crash at I-94 West at the ramp from 35th Street. The right lane is blocked due to that crash. Other than that, roads are starting to clear up around Milwaukee. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of lake effect snow late in the evening with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday will be cloudy with some evening mix of snow. Less than 1 inch of snow and minor ice accumulations are expected with a high of 31 degrees. Thursday's going to be mostly sunny and windy with a high of 40 degrees. Friday's going to be partly with a high of 30 degrees. And Saturday, we'll see some evening snow likely, and some accumulation is expected, and we'll have a high of 31 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 18, in Green Bay, it's 15, in Waukesha, it's 17, and in Milwaukee, it's 20 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
I haven't had anything to eat for days, and being hungry hurts.
Going without oil changes can destroy your engine, but it doesn't compare to the effect of going without food. That's why the Automobile Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee is determined to make sure no one goes to bed hungry. Through March 1st, they'll donate $1 from every oil change to Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin. Every dollar provides 3 healthy meals. Over the past 14 years, Adam has donated over $890,000, providing more than 2.6 million meals to people across southeast Wisconsin, the majority being children and seniors. And with today's ongoing challenges, the need is greater than ever. So help the hungry while helping your vehicle. Get your oil changed by Adam Dealer Factory Train Techs at a price as low or lower than independent shops. Visit an Adam member dealer near you.
For a list of participating dealers, visit adamm.com.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
James Imaging Systems, local support, local accountability, local business technology representatives. Listen to Matheson Manufacturing President Al Leidinger.
She still checks in to see how things are going and if we need anything, so I really do appreciate that from a customer service standpoint.
Michael Quizan, IT Systems Administrator at Great Midwest Bank, discovered the benefits of working with the local team at James.
Our costs from supplies perspective went down. I mean, we're talking about thousands in a year. So we saved a lot of money by bringing James Imaging on.
James Imaging Systems client Luther Gray, Director of Ticket Operations and Group Sales with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, on dealing with James.
They are making sure you get the full value and life of every product that you have with them.
Local support, local accountability, local people. Get it all with James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. I am Sandy Maxx, joined in the studio by Joy Engine Executive Director Steph Salvia. And Steph, I just still love to even say Joy Engine. For everyone who doesn't know, one of the last times we hung out, it was out on the street at Night Market in the Summertime Festival.
Oh, it was so nice and warm and sunny.
What is Joy Engine?
Joy Engine is a nonprofit arts group. We started in 2019, so we're still a little relatively new to the scene, but we like to uplift local artists and create joy in the city of Milwaukee through art.
And one of the most creative adventures in our city on the lakefront last year was, how do you even describe it?
Yeah, so it was called Art Blaze.
Art Blaze.
We literally transformed a couple Milwaukee beaches into, a haven of creativity and crazy art installations. It's coming back this year, but working out details, so stay tuned for those.
And partnering with Fuzz Pop Workshop that had a great big, looked like an inflatable, almost octopus-type creature on the beach. So really these stimulating, bringing joy, artful experiences that everyone can be part of and
they're
attend.
Free, family-friendly, for everyone.
So you had some good news to share today about new art projects this year.
Yes.
$50,000 in grants from Joy Engine to 7 different art projects.
Mm-hmm.
That is very happy and good news. And I'm so we'll get into the process of how these projects were chosen. But can you share with us what these art projects are that we can look forward to the rest of this year?
Yeah, so this is our third year doing this. We call it the Community Challenge Grant. It's basically, the directions are let us know how you can create joy in your neighborhood or community. So
it's a good, simple mission.
Yeah, it's almost sometimes too broad. You know what I mean? We had over 50 applications, and of course, we'd love to fund everybody. And they're so creative, and it's just really kind of exciting to see all the work that artists and arts organizations are doing in the city. So, this year we chose. There's a whole group of judges. I actually kind of just facilitate the process. But we chose 7 winners to try to split up the funds and see if we could stretch them through the city. Some film related, some dance related. It doesn't, art is a very broad term for these grants.
Well, and I love the first one that was listed is Quasimondo Physical Theater.
Yep. And Quasimondo's been around for a while, but it's kind of a new project that they're working on. So
the first Art Park Eco Jam, July 25th. And so you're going to help them put together this festival. Artists, puppetry, performances, music, and a mural unveiling.
Right.
Where is that going to be?
They're in the Villard Avenue Business District.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and that's one thing we're really conscious of as well. We've only been doing this a few years. So, we usually give out between 5 and 8 grants a year, but we aim to hit all of the zip codes in the city, which I actually found out there's like 40 zip codes for Milwaukee. So we have a lot of work to do yet, but we're getting there.
The things that you learn with geography. And then Healing in the Alley, an event. These funds are going to help build a permanent stage and seating for Your Move MKE.
Yep. And they are in the Mitchell Street area. So they're going to fix up an alley and, activate that space. And
we've seen that work with Black Cat Alley, just with murals. So it's interesting to use these urban spaces that wouldn't normally be appealing.
Exactly.
They can actually be. And so that features music at this Healing in the Alley event by Black and Brown youth in the Music Heals Alleyway. Then you've also got a grant going to Riverworks Development Corporation and Herd Space MKE.
Yeah.
A short film about Harambe?
I guess they're doing a mockumentary, which is different. So this is 2 different organizations that decided to partner up. So this is, kind of in the Riverworks area of the city, and they're calling it Lights, Camera, Community, a collaborative film celebration. So,
and then a free public screening of the project. That'll be fun. And again, bringing people together.
Yes.
And then I don't know how to pronounce the next name. Milwaz
Talleres.
Okay.
And yeah.
Another Milwaz 53204 funds to host a 3-day workshop and an event, an Afro-Indigenous traditional fandango event with food, music, percussive dance on a wooden platform, crochet. Like, this is really...
I know. These projects are so crazy and
creative,
wonderful.
And all sorts of different spotlights. And then another short documentary film, Natea Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
She is working on a documentary about how residents of the Metcalf Park neighborhood are creating more greenery.
Yep.
Which is to combat food and insecurity, and also a swimming pool to combat the extreme heat.
Right. So just like all across, all genres, anything creative, it's kind of, a free-for-all.
But
our judges, get really into it.
Yeah, well, I mean, in this documentary, it's the residents coming together because it's something that's not getting government funding to help that neighborhood. So it's focusing on the community taking action to take care of themselves, which is what some people say that's what needs to happen more. So if there's going to be a documentary, a short film to either inspire others or enlighten others, like, hey, this area needs more help.
Yeah, and we've never picked film before, so that was kind of interesting because a lot of our applicants this year were film related. So we ended up choosing 3 films, which is
Tell us
it's
about the
just brand
third
new.
film I'm excited about by Natalie Derr. that
Yeah,
got
so
a
Natalie
grant.
Derr is doing a short film about a third-generation black cowboy who lives in the city of Milwaukee. I guess his name is Isaac Steele, so I'm excited to hear a little more about this project as well. Like, I just can't wait to see this film.
He runs a Western-themed welding shop in Milwaukee.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, again,
And
uncovering.
he has horses, and it's a whole thing. So I'm excited to learn about it.
I also love that somebody out there right now is listening to us going, I know
Like they
about
know
him,
him, yeah.
and his story should be told. So this is just great. Joy Engine grants $50,000 to 7 projects, and last project that gets the grants for this year is the Native Wellness Garden.
Yes.
Tell us more about what's happening there.
That's at the Indian Health Center. And they, they've got some gardens going. They're trying to amp up everything that's happening there as far as their gardens go.
And sharing that indigenous knowledge and traditions.
Indigenous traditions and foods and that whole thing.
And there's something very therapeutic and calming and good for us physically and mentally just to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, I kind of can't wait to go see the gardens in maybe the middle of July, sometime in August.
I can help weed. I'm not so good at growing. I'm good at pulling weeds.
Yeah, or trying the food. That'd be great.
Yes,
Yeah.
sampling, tasting.
Yes.
It is the Joy Engine Community Challenge, just announced today, $50,000 in grants to 7 Milwaukee art projects. That's who is going to be creative and vibrant this year in 2025. But
Yes.
Steph Salvia, Executive Director of Joy Engine, stay with us. I want to ask you about some success stories from last year and really how these grants are chosen. So that's next. Stay with us on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, protection and income are the keys to success. Simply put, if you're nearing or in retirement, you can't afford a stock market crash. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game film was a key to success. Now I'm a best-selling author and star in a new groundbreaking documentary film called The Retirement Deception. It unveils how the Wall Street machine has been deceiving us for decades and proves you don't need to risk your nest egg in the market to have the retirement you deserve. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. I want you to watch this film for free. Call today for your free copy of The Retirement Deception. I think you would agree 30 to 40 years of saving for retirement is at least worth a phone call to watch this film and see how you can improve your retirement. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free copy of The Retirement Deception. Call 844-763-2837. That's 844-763-2837. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
What we've found is that when you have workers who feel valued, you get better results. This is why good people and good culture should matter to anyone looking for an exterior remodeling company they can trust. It's going to be your experience and the end result that gives you peace of mind, because you'll know your work was done by people who care. We realized early on that if we were going to change the reputation of this industry for the better, that finding good workers that you could trust to do great work was going to be the key. We're attracting good people every day because we take care of our people. We want to make sure they feel important because they are. And we're going to make sure you feel important and valued too, with excellent customer service and high quality work. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
Restaurant prices are soaring, but not at the Mine Shaft Restaurant in Hartford. WTMJ's John Mercure here, one of my favorite places, family-owned for almost 50 years. I took my daughters there. Great memories. It's super affordable, and it's so much fun. Every Tuesday, the authentic Mexican buffet is all you can eat, and it's just $9.99. It's the best Tuesday dining value, $9.99. Kids 5 and under eat free today from that kids menu. They can safely play in the world-class game room, quietly tucked away from the dining area while you finish up your meal. Stop today after school. Check this out. The Wednesday all-you-can-eat fish fry is just $7.99. Whoa! That's crazy. From 2 till 5 today, beers, cocktails, and appetizers are half price. The Mine Shaft in beautiful downtown Hartford and just off Highway 41 in Oshkosh, right near EAA. Walk in today for the Tuesday all-you-can-eat Mexican buffet for under $10. MineShaftRestaurant.com. It's the amazing Mine Shaft.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Bringing more joy to the Milwaukee community is the arts organization Joy Engine, and the executive director, Steph Salvia, is with me today. I invited you into the studio to share the good news, $50,000 in grants to 7 Milwaukee art projects for this year, and this is the third year that you've provided grants to creative folks and organizations in Milwaukee. Is there one in the past few years that stands out that you're particularly proud of?
I mean,
because I went through.
I know it's hard to. Yeah,
I went through. But for example, Milwaukee Makers Market got a grant last year, and people love the Makers Market and attending and showing and selling there, and that is a wonderful example to me of community. It's not artsy fartsy. It celebrates creativity. You know, it's like it's very accessible, and it's something fun to do on a Sunday afternoon.
It turned out really cool too, and the kind of the cool thing about our grant program is that you have the opportunity to be funded for a second year. So Ryan is doing, he's the owner of Milwaukee's Makers Market. He's doing it again this year.
Great.
So that'll be happening July 20th.
Cool. And Lion's Tooth, which is a bookstore in Bayview, got a grant last year to do, looks like really cool, a comic lab.
Yeah, you could learn how to draw comics. It was all ages. You could go in and learn how to draw your own comic strips, which is super fun and different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has to feel good for you to be planting these seeds to foster creativity and really see the results.
It's pretty amazing. And the first year, another one I was really proud of was La Familia de Arte did a project where they installed bollards on Muskego Way. There was a park that cars kept driving through, and the community there was looking for a solution. They built bollards, but they're beautiful bollards. All the mosaic tiles were made by community members and students.
I see a photo on joyengine.org, and when you say bollard, I think of the round columns that
What do you think? Just
come
an
up
ugly
and down,
concrete pole.
Yeah, but no, these are more like pillars, like 4-sided pillars with a top, and you can see people making mosaics, and that is important because when you've put a tile, and it's like why murals, community murals. If you put brushstrokes on something, it's like, oh, you really are part of it. Right. You've put something into that, and it gives you a sense of pride and belonging.
Absolutely.
In your space. So
I think it's just so amazing. I don't know that. And I certainly didn't know until we started doing these grants. You hear about some people's work and what's happening in the city as far as art goes, right? But there's so much art happening all of the time, and it's amazing. And a lot of these artists and organizations are doing it on shoestring budgets because we all know that the state funding is lacking here for the arts. But it's really amazing what is happening around this city.
Well, thank you for being part of it. Steph Salvia, Executive Director of Joy Engine. And what is the website to follow along with all the fun things that Joy Engine is making happen?
joyengine.org.
Thank you, Steph. We'll keep an eye.
Thanks so much.
And next, the song you need to hear is a woman who's coming to town in September. She's next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Hey, Milwaukee, it's Josh Albrecht here.
And I'm also Josh Albrecht. Join us every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. on 620 WTMJ for Joshin' Around Milwaukee.
We're diving into the best of what makes this city great. Local events, hidden gems, and of course, everything Milwaukee.
It's your inside look at what's happening around town, places to visit, people to meet, and stories you won't want to miss.
Catch us every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. right here on 620 WTMJ and find extended episodes and content on visitmilwaukee.org. Let's get Joshin' Around.
Two Joshes are better than one.
Get ready to save on supplies for your furry and feathered friends at Fleet Farm's Paws and Claws event. Get a free $15 gift card for every $75 you spend on Purina pet products. And stock up on Pine Tree Farm suet cakes. Multiple flavors, 5 for $5. While you're at it, pick up 20 pounds of KT Basic Blend Bird Food, sale priced at $7.99. Stop in and get everything you need for all your pets. All at the best prices guaranteed at Fleet Farm.
Here at Rich Lawns, we offer both comfort service and expert service.
Our comfort service comes with movie theater popcorn, hot gourmet coffee, upfront pricing, on-time scheduling, plus anything else we can do to keep you comfortable.
Put that on top of honest service from the most friendliest, hard-working people you'll ever meet inside a tire and service center, and well, we'd like to believe we're on the right track to meeting your expectations.
But when your check engine light, tire light, or any other light screams, "Service me," well, that means you're due for our other type of service.
Our expert service. Tires, brakes, belts, mufflers, transmissions, and even engine repair.
Come on into Richlands and put our expert service to the test.
And while you're relaxing, enjoy our comfort services too. I'm Brett Matchke with Richlands, your
due for service.
Since 1964, we've changed your tires and so much more. Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
19 people charged in 60 counts in a years-long narcotics investigation.
Join Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty on Wisconsin's Midday News.
A big endorsement for Wisconsin Democratic Party Chair Ben Wickler, who's running for the party's national chair.
Bringing you trusted and relevant news every weekday from 11 to 1 p.m.
And then there's this, the loading of the equipment trunk at AmFam Field about a week and a half before Brewers pitchers and catchers report for spring training.
Only on WTMJ. Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
How cool is it that one of the coolest women in music is going to be back in Milwaukee? Bonnie Raitt returns to the Riverside Theater September 16th, and she's got a special guest, Jimmy Vaughn and the Tilt-A-Whirl Band. Tickets go on sale Friday to see Bonnie Raitt. Like I said, one of the coolest women in music. And this is her song, Something to Talk About. It's the song you need to hear on What's on Tap, and you've got a chance to win free tickets to see Bonnie Raitt before 9 o'clock.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Chief Anti-Heartbreak Officer Brian Wickert. While national headlines talk about the inventory of homes for sale being a lot higher this year, that's still not the case in most of Wisconsin. The good news is that now, even in winter, AccuNet's experienced loan consultants are already helping many of our pre-approved home shoppers become homeowners and avoid the heartbreak of losing in a multi-offer situation. Sure, you can go with a flimsy, unimaginative bank pre-approval, or you can present your offer with an AccuNet rock-solid, fully verified, and guaranteed pre-approval that also might come with the phrase that really makes sellers happy: no appraisal required. When an appraisal is needed, we can also show you in dollars and cents what it means to willingly pay a certain dollar amount over the appraised value if that's what's needed to win, which is usually a lot less scary than people imagine. Reduce your risk of home shopper heartbreak by getting started with your rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval at AccuNet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
If you're living with joint pain in your shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees, and you have Medicare or Medicaid insurance, coming to Rejuvenex to solve your pain problems is something you should strongly consider. First off, because our FDA-approved pain treatments have been shown in many cases to be highly effective at reducing inflammation and substantially alleviating pain. Secondly, Medicare and Medicaid cover Rejuvenex treatments, so your cost could be nothing, or next to nothing at all. Chronic pain will only worsen with age. This leads to a far more compromised lifestyle, depression, and soon they start talking surgery. And then what? You have to get in front of arthritis and chronic pain, because the sooner you do, by letting us begin to calm those pain points, the better. I'm Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and we can alleviate your pain so you can rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Go to Rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
WTMJ's Greg Matzik here for Holiday Automotive in Fond du Lac with some good news. The once-a-year auto show sale is on. Terrific timing to connect with Holiday and explore all that's new in automotive. Score money-saving offers, get more for your trade, all while navigating today's car market comfortably and confidently. Choose from an impressive selection of the newest models from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, or check out the incredible value and peace-of-mind benefits included with a GM-certified pre-owned model. Fun, simple, and pressure-free car shopping is the way it works at Holiday. It's the stuff that delights and makes fans of drivers from all over Wisconsin. I'm one of those loyal fans, and I know from my own experience that you'll be in great hands with Team Holiday on your side. Showtime is go time. Treat yourself to a test drive. Find yours and drive it home today during the auto show sale at Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, Highway 41 and 23 in Fond du Lac, and online at holidaygm.com. It's worth the trip.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Stay up to date with your trusted and relevant source in news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 19 degrees in Milwaukee. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of lake effect snow and a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday will be cloudy with some evening snow. Less than 1 inch of snow and minor ice accumulations are possible. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Sean Brinda. In Kenosha,
we're going to give the all clear. Basement is clear. First floor is clear. Second floor is clear. KUSD is talking to the principal, and they're going to release the students here momentarily.
Kenosha police cleared Bradford High School after a lockdown today. They responded to a call of shots fired at the school at around 10:30 this morning. Police believed it was a swatting or hoax call after sweeping the building and finding no security threats. Students have returned to class and after-school activities will take place. Police are still investigating the source of the call. And President Donald Trump says he's given advisors instructions for Iran to be obliterated if it assassinates him.
Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. We don't want to be tough on Iran. We don't want to be tough on anybody.
In November, the Justice Department announced in federal charges that an Iranian plot to kill President Donald Trump before the presidential election had been thwarted. Today marks 1 year since 16-year-old Isaiah Kramer went missing from the village of Verdant. Police say the teen walked away from the North Center Youth Care Facility without his epilepsy medication on February 4th of 2024. Isaiah's father, Vance, spoke exclusively with Wisconsin's Afternoon News Today.
I can't believe it's been a year. It's been the hardest year of my life. I can't even describe the feelings that go through.
The Waukesha County Sheriff's Office continues to follow up on leads. And a big surprise for 3 lucky kids from the Brewers. 8-year-old Blake Baker and 9-year-olds Tyler Morano and Natasha Taylor were selected by the Brewers to attend a spring training in Phoenix. All 3 are pediatric patients getting treatment at Aurora Healthcare. Former Brewers outfielder Ryan Braun gives them the good news.
Blake, Tyler, and Natasha, are you ready for what's in store? We'll be seeing you at spring training very soon, thanks to Aurora Healthcare. See you in 2 weeks.
The Brewers partner with Aurora Healthcare to sponsor the all-expenses-paid trip for the children and their families. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 7:02.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. First off, our 1.9% commission structure helps get their foot in the door, and that's why agents like working here. But what they really like is having the strongest marketing tools available, with the resources to help them sell homes at the highest prices to satisfy their clients. Century 21 Benefit Realty offers what agents like most, and that's to help them be successful. If you really want to believe in the business model that you're representing, give me a call. I'm Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty. Call me, and let's talk about your future. Each office is independently owned and operated.
It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. Premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. Premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. The NFL League year and free agent period begins with the second week in March. Cleveland Browns All-Pro defensive end Myles Garrett is asking for a trade. ESPN's Adam Schefter on the likelihood of that happening.
When you issue a trade request in the NFL, it's not final that you're being traded. There are still many steps to go through, and the Browns have been very public in the idea that they're not moving on from Myles Garrett.
And in college basketball tonight, 11th ranked Marquette basketball is on the road at 12th ranked St. John's tonight. Currently, the Golden Eagles are winning 31-30 at halftime. And the 21st ranked Wisconsin Badgers take on Indiana tonight at 8 o'clock. The Badgers are 17-5 this season. Badger Sports Updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, Siding, and a whole lot more. Tickle your roads with your WTMJ Johnson Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. You have no major incidents out on the road at this time in Milwaukee, so you should have a clear drive tonight, Milwaukee. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of lake effect snow late in the evening with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday's going to be cloudy with some evening snow. Less than a half inch of snow and ice accumulation is possible with a high of 31 degrees. Thursday's going to be mostly sunny and windy with a high of 40 degrees. Friday's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 30 degrees. And Saturday we'll likely see some evening snow. Some accumulation is expected with a high of 31 degrees. Right now in Madison it's 18, in Green Bay it's 15, in Waukesha it's 18, in Milwaukee it's 19 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 7:06.
Your need to know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Good evening. Welcome to the second of 3 hours of What's on Tap tonight, here till 9 o'clock. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Been sharing some good news about our Milwaukee art scene with Joy Engine, and also a very cool contemporary dance performance tomorrow called Complexions Contemporary Ballet, including music from Bach to Bowie. That is tomorrow night at Marcus Performing Arts Center. Later tonight, this entire episode of What's on Tap will be podcasted, so you can catch up on any conversations or share them with your friends. And I am happy to be here. We've got a lot to cover. There are several concert announcements I want to make sure that you're up to date on. And Sunday, I know, even though the Packers aren't in it, lots of people still will watch the Super Bowl. It's a cultural gathering. People love to get together, have some community, watch the commercials. So if you're not in the mood to host and clean up, I've got a list of several spots around Wisconsin where you're welcome to watch the big game on massive screens. Big fun on Sunday, and we'll go through that list. And I welcome your suggestions. You know the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line is always available to you. Put that in your phone so you have it handy. 855-616-1620. 855-616-1620. If you have Super Bowl viewing suggestions or someplace you want to go, or if you want to invite us all over to your place, more than one WTMJ fan would enjoy being a guest of yours. Maybe we'll bring a casserole or something, or a good six-pack. At the movies, my review of the new Wisconsin-made film Green and Gold. And I have a romantic date night suggestion for Friday night. You can see a truly classic film, Under the Stars, but indoors. I'll share that with you. We're going to celebrate Super Duper Alice Cooper's birthday tonight. Before 9 o'clock, you've got your chance to win free tickets to see Bonnie Raitt in concert. She'll be back in Milwaukee September 16th at the Riverside Theater. And with Black History Month happening now, it's a good reason to appreciate the experiences and the expressions of the Black community. Juneteenth, a concert has been announced to share with you. Also, you'll get to meet Claiborne Benson III. He's the executive director of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society and Museum. In a hearty conversation with Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht. They are the hosts of Joshing Around Milwaukee, a new show here on WTMJ. So we will hear that insightful and interesting conversation. And also, here we go with concert announcements. I want to make sure, if you missed it, let me tell you what we had at the top of the hour. Benson Boone is headlining Summerfest on Thursday, July 3rd at American Family Insurance Amphitheater. He was a nominee for Grammy Best New Artist, and he blew a whole lot of people away in his powder blue jumpsuit performance at the Grammys, a quite acrobatic experience. But Benson Boone headlining Summerfest July 3rd, American Family Insurance Amphitheater. Tickets go on sale on Friday at 10 a.m. And also, the Temptations and the Four Tops, bringing Motown music back to Milwaukee. They will be here on October 18th at Miller High Life Theater. Those tickets also go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. And also announced the Outlaw Music Festival. It is their 10th anniversary, and they will be wrapping up their 2025 tour right here in Wisconsin, in East Troy at Alpine Valley Music Theater. And it is one heck of a lineup, because you have to think a lot of people are discovering or rediscovering one iconic artist on that bill. Bob Dylan is going to be part of the Outlaw Music Festival again. Willie Nelson, also Sheryl Crow, and also on the bill for that September 19th show are younger Americana acts. Waxahachie, she's an interesting, very talented young lady, and also Madeline Edwards. So you've got Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, Sheryl Crow, Waxahachie, and Madeline Edwards on the bill. And, you know, it's that last date of the tour. I think they're going to get ready to let loose. Now, I saw this show when it was at American Family Insurance Amphitheater, I think back in 2017. It was great. And I knew I was in the presence of legends then. You never know it's your last chance to see a legend. Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson's over 80 now. I know it. And you don't want to miss out on your chance to see these performers. And Sheryl Crow still brings it. I also saw her perform at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony in 2022 in L.A., and she's just a powerhouse vocally and as a musician. So Outlaw Music Festival, I can recommend it if you're interested. Again, that is Alpine Valley Music Theater, September 29th. Those tickets also go on sale on Friday at 10. Green and Gold, the movie with Craig T. Nelson as a dairy farmer who bets the farm on the Green Bay Packers back in the 90s. You've heard us talking about it here. Is it any good? I'll share my opinion with you and the opinion of the Wisconsin couple I met in Indianapolis over the weekend. That's next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Be our eyes on the road. See something out there that I should know about?
On 894 North, just before the National Avenue exit, the right lane is closed. There's a medical emergency, it looks like.
Call me, Debbie Lazaga, on the WTMJ traffic tip line, 414-238-9329.
Hello, Debbie. 41 South, just before Capitol Drive. There are 2 cars involved in an accident.
The drive affects you. Why not be part of it? Give me a call, 414-238-9329.
So how would I describe our people? I'd say the people we set out to hire have to be smart, hardworking, and honest. Honesty being paramount of the 3. Because honesty breeds integrity. And when you have integrity, you won't let yourself do anything less than your best. And that's who we're looking for. Character counts here, and integrity matters. That's why it's easy for us to offer the industry's best lifetime workmanship warranty with every roof we sell. A rock-solid warranty like ours guarantees our reputation and assures your satisfaction. At Semper Fi, we do the right thing. We seize the moral high ground and we hold it. And when you do that, you end up having a business that's going to last for generations. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. You business owner, I got a perfect way for you to freshen up your business. How about a fresh coat of paint? Call your neighborhood CertaPro painter. Ask about their color consultation services. I use CertaPro. They're the best. They're affordable. They're efficient. They do things the right way. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Homeowners, this is a way to freshen up your house like we did. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. That's the guys I trust. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
For my Grandpa Buck, farming wasn't a job or even a way of life. It was a sacred act. And from what he could tell, most of the problems for man stemmed from the fact that he no longer had his hands in the dirt or cheered for the Green Bay Packers. For him, it wasn't the frozen tundra. It was the Garden of Eden, where he was Adam and with a rotating group of optimistic young farmhands got to name the cows. Max McGee, Bart Starr, Jerry Kramer, Willie Davis, all after the '67 championship team.
They call it Titletown for a reason.
And the pigs. One was named Ditka for obvious reasons.
And that is just a moment from Green and Gold, the movie that came out this weekend and nationwide in all around the country. I think Wisconsinites from around the world, or Wisconsinites, well, maybe from around the world, but around the country, wound up going just to enjoy a slice of home. I was in Indianapolis over the weekend. I was working with the Professional Boulders Association when they do TV tournaments. Sometimes I'm basically kind of channeling my old Milwaukee Brewers in-game host work and experience, and I'm the on-set host, you know, entertaining in between the bowling matches and getting people fired up during the commercial breaks. So I was in Indianapolis over the weekend, and, you know, we'd been covering this movie. I got to go to cover the preview event that was at the Lambeau Field Atrium where Charlie Barons was there, Craig T. Nelson was there, a lot of other cast members, and Mark Murphy from the Packers was there, and Culver's folks were there. You know, it was just a lot of people were at this preview party getting excited, and I kind of got excited because we saw 20 minutes of the movie, and it looked really good. So I wanted to make sure, because the filmmakers had said, look, it opens nationwide, and if people go see it, it could get an extended run. So right now, if you want to see Green and Gold, it will be in theaters through Thursday, but they're hoping with more and more ticket sales that more distribution can happen because, you know, it's a little independent film. They shot it in Door County last summer and got it out in theaters now, and word of mouth is important. So if you see it, you know, tell your friends. So I did see it, and it is good. That is my review. I will tell you that right now it's a 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes. It is it's a 99% popcorn meter score. It's a 62% tomato meter with the professional critic reviews. But I'm telling you, it's well done. It's beautifully shot. It's very Wisconsin. It's very Midwest. It tells the story of Craig T. Nelson's a fourth-generation dairy farmer trying to save his farm from foreclosure. So he does. He makes a wager that the Green Bay Packers will win the Super Bowl. And you get to follow along whether the Green Bay Packers do or don't. And because the Packers have supported the production of this film, they must have gotten rights to NFL footage. So you get to see Favre making these plays, and you get to see it on the big screen. So that really is an exciting part of the journey, rather than just watching reaction shots of Craig T. Nelson and his granddaughter, rooting the team on. And there's a tailgate scene where I'm a credit watcher. There's a tailgate scene, and at one point I was like, I swear that looks like Leroy Butler. Is he part of the tailgate party? Sure enough, it's not a speaking role, but you see Leroy Butler in the film as well as a tailgate party participant, having fun and jumping around. So it really is, I'll call it a feel-good movie. There are emotional moments and meaningful moments. There are some romance, but it's about, pursuing your dream and community. And there is a moment that I won't give it away, but it really is a heartwarming and teary-eyed moment in the film that gives you hope and makes you feel really good. So, but it's not sappy, is what I would say. So I can recommend it. And then Pam Yonke, the fabulous farm babe who you hear in the mornings here from 5 till 6. She's a wonderful person, grew up on a farm, still farms, and I bumped into Pam Yonke at that preview party I was telling you about in Green Bay, but at Lambeau Field's atrium. And she was also talking on the red carpet to the movie makers, and she was really concerned about the authenticity of how the farming community is portrayed. So I emailed her this morning and I asked her if she had a chance to go see it. And she was funny. She replied to me, she's like, every theater I went to was packed, and the only seats I could get were in the very front row. She didn't want to hurt her neck, so she said, I'm going to make sure I see it. So funny, I just checked my email, and Pam saw it. She just saw it in Madison, and she enjoyed the plot, had some interesting items, and she said, I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad it was made. And she even sent Charlie Behrens a note telling him that she enjoyed it. It's interesting to see Wisconsin on the big screen. And if you go early, you get to see little snippets from the cast, including Charlie Behrens and Craig T. Nelson and Anders, the filmmaker. So I can definitely recommend going to see it. Certainly, the Marcus Theaters are screening it. And the Marcus Theaters have reported that so many people have seen it here that it was only beat by Dogman this weekend. And Anders Lindwall sent an email to the Green Bay Press-Gazette, and he said that, quote, one of my favorite responses was, it's a great movie, and we didn't have to kill anything or blow anything up. So if that sounds like your speed. Oh, and I was going to tell you the couple that when I told you I went to see it in the theater Sunday night in Indianapolis. At first, it was just me. And then another older couple sat a row in front of me. So I was glad I wasn't just watching the movie all by myself. And so wasn't as the enthusiasm wasn't as strong in suburban Indianapolis. But at the end of the movie, the couple turns around and they said, "Are you from Wisconsin?" And I was like, "Oh, did it show?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And they had just moved to Indianapolis to be with their daughter and their granddaughters but they just moved from Jackson, and they lived in Saukville before that, and they just had moved to Noblesville, Indiana. Bill and Jill Casper, if I remember correctly, and they just really enjoyed the film, and they told me I was laughing at the right parts. That's how they knew I was a Wisconsinite. So, so Green and Gold, definitely check it out if you can. You're supporting local filmmakers. You're supporting a heartwarming local story that I think will make you proud. Green and Gold Movie is the website, and if you go to greenandgoldmovie.com, you can even find out, type in your zip code and see where there is a screening near you. So from a brand new movie made in Wisconsin called Green and Gold with Craig T. Nelson to a true classic Friday night that you can watch under the stars. Maybe have a little romance. That's next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
While you rest on the weekends, we work for you. Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News with Libby Collins. The latest in news.
Those big stores that are in shopping centers have been losing stores, losing customer traffic as people switch to online sources.
Entertainment.
A new movie out that features a chimp in the main role, but it's not Planet of the Apes.
And more.
I said, all right, in 1 year, I'm going to deliver all of you a novel.
Every Sunday morning starting at 8 on WTMJ.
The next time they ask you what size tires you need, just go to richlawns.com.
That's Richlawns spelled with 2 N's.
No more trying to read that tiny writing on the side of your old tires or on the inside of your car door.
Just go to richlawns.com, click on the year button, then the make and model of your vehicle, and
the exact tire size you need.
In a multitude of brands and styles.
Yet all specific to your vehicle, because at Richlawns, there isn't a tire on the planet we can't get.
And every tire we install automatically comes with free flat tire repair, which means you're 100% covered, no questions asked.
The next time you're due for tire service, visit richlawns.com.
Because free flat tire repair automatically comes with every tire we install.
I'm Brett Matchke with Richlawns. You're due for service.
Since 1964, we've changed your tires and so much more. Richlawns Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlawns.
If you like being prepared like I do, you know the value of a generator. When the power goes out, it's a terrible inconvenience. And that's why Quality installs effortless whole home generators that give you power when everybody else's is out. This is Anthony Zanevsky from Quality, where you'll get the signature service you deserve and whole home generators that make power outage fears subside.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. When your pipes burst, water heater's leaking, drains backing up, or whatever your plumbing problem is, the reliable plumbers at Quality are on hand 24/7 to fix your plumbing problem with fully stocked vehicles and lightning-fast response times. This is Anthony Zanevsky. Call Quality first and get the signature service you deserve to fix your plumbing problem ASAP.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Looking ahead to life's next adventure? Hi, I'm Mike Yancey from Yancey & Associates. Whether you're buying a home or launching your dream business, we know there's a lot on your plate. But here's the thing, you don't have to go it alone. Since 1946, we've helped Wisconsinites like you secure, protect, and grow their version of the American dream. Our team is ready to tailor the perfect plan for you. Learn more at ansay.com. That's ANSAY.com.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh.
That is Sam singing it in the classic film Casablanca. If you've never heard of Casablanca, oh, this is your time to go see it on Friday night on the big screen. If you have heard of Casablanca and it's one of your favorites, again, a special reason to go see it Friday night. Make it a date night at the Avalon Atmospheric Theater in Bayview. They are showing Casablanca, and you can watch it under the stars. If you haven't been to the Avalon Theater in a long time, it has been refurbished. It is pristine and clean with the big comfy chairs, but they still have the sparkling stars on the ceiling. And if you watch long enough, you'll see a shooting star every now and then. But I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful use of the theater to be able to revisit these truly classic films. Because if you think about it, Casablanca, which won Best Picture in the Academy Awards in 1944, also Best Director, also Best Screenplay, these films weren't being made then because they thought, oh, you know what? People will watch them at home or on these little tiny computers that are the size of your hand. Like, they were really made for the big screen and the nuances of the big screen. When's the last time you saw Bogart and Ingrid Bergman on the screen? This is the trailer to refamiliarize yourself with the plot.
Plane to Lisbon. Would like to be on it.
Why? What's in Lisbon?
Good Clipper to America.
You know what this is? Something that even you have never seen.
Round up the usual suspects.
And search them for stolen documents.
May I see your papers?
Do something. You must help him.
I'd stick my neck out for nobody. There is a man arrived in Casablanca on his way to America. Victor Laszlo. Laszlo? The Nazis have been chasing him all over Europe. Laszlo must never reach America. He stays in Casablanca. I'm a saloon keeper. The problems of the world are not in my department. Why did you come back? To tell me why you ran out on me at the railway station?
If you only knew the truth.
I wouldn't believe you no matter what you told me.
You are our last hope. If you don't help us, Victor Laszlo will die.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
In Casablanca, human life is cheap.
Play it once, Sam. Play as time goes by.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss.
I hate this war so much. I don't know what's right any longer.
Don't you sometimes wonder if it's worth all this? I mean, what you're fighting for. Might as well question why we breathe.
You knew how much I loved you. How much I still loved you.
He's looking at you, kid.
Classic movie quotes, epic, beautiful scenes. Casablanca back on the big screen. You can see it Friday night, one night only at the Avalon Atmospheric Theater in Bayview on KK. And, I was just telling you about Rotten Tomatoes ratings for Green and Gold. The Rotten Tomatoes ratings for Casablanca, a 95% popcorn meter, 99% tomato meter. This is one of the all-time classics, and date night would be great. And the price is right. It's $11 to sit in a comfy chair under the stars and watch a truly epic film and spark some romance. Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and those timeless themes of love and sacrifice, and certainly during wartime. And sometimes the more things change, the more they stay the same. So I can highly recommend the opportunity to see Casablanca on the big screen. That's Friday night at the Avalon in Bayview. Coming up on What's on Tap, we have a birthday to celebrate. A great golfer, super duper Alice Cooper, and also Super Bowl watch parties in Wisconsin. Where are you watching the Super Bowl? If you have a party you're going to go to, or one of your favorite establishments, bars, or restaurants that you know is going to throw a great big Super Bowl party, join the conversation. Sighting Unlimited, WTMJ Talk and Text line is 855-616-1620. And you're also going to have a chance to win Bonnie Raitt concert tickets before 9 o'clock. So stay with me here on What's on Tap. Right now, we take it to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Sean Brinda.
Thanks, Sandy. No contract deal for a Milwaukee charter school as it tries to gain favor with Milwaukee Public Schools. The Journal-Sentinel reported that Milwaukee Environmental Sciences Academy Charter School has failed to secure its contract with MPS after the school failed to provide proficient scores in English, math, social studies, and science. With no contract, MISA will try to find another contract with another school district. And planning for Buc-ee's in Oak Creek. The City of Oak Creek Plan Commission will host public hearings on the Travel Center starting on March 18th. They hope to get final approvals for the proposed site on the corner of 27th and Elm Road by June 10th. Anticipate opening for the 73,000 square foot store with 120 gas pumps would be in early 2027. Take a look at your roads with your WTMJ Johnson Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. No major incidents out on the roads at this time, so you should have a clear drive tonight. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight is going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of lake effect snow showers late in the evening with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday will be cloudy with some evening snow mix likely, less than half inch of snow and minor ice accumulations are possible with a high of 31 degrees. Thursday is going to be mostly sunny and windy with a high of 40 degrees. Friday's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 30 degrees. And Saturday will likely see some snow in the evening with some accumulation expected and a high of 31 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 18 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 15 degrees. In Waukesha, it's 17 degrees. And in Milwaukee, it's 19 degrees. I'm Sean Brenda. Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:31.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved. But here, you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Hi folks, this is Hank Albert, owner of BBC Lighting. At BBC, we sell all the top brands of lights and ceiling fans, such as Visual Comfort, Tech, Schoenbeck Crystal, and hundreds more. We get every brand, and our prices are the lowest. I guarantee it. In our award-winning showroom, you'll also find factory closeouts with lights and fans priced well below their original cost. If it's lampshades or repairs you need, we do all that too. There's something for everyone at BBC, including fun for the kids and our famous free popcorn. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 10 to 4, and located at 20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's, near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
For over a century, local radio has evolved with the needs of the community. From politics to pop culture, we keep you informed, bringing you the most relevant news, online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Traffic is brought to you by Rejuvenix, your non-surgical joint therapy experts.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Happy birthday to super duper Alice Cooper. He has been a rock and roller for a darn long time. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. This is him on No More Mr. Nice Guy, just one of many anthems. And here's the deal. He is a nice guy. He's got some serious rock credentials, as you know. I said Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, godfather of shock rock, became very, very theatrical. But he has that complete presence when he walks on stage. I've seen him several times. Saw him with the Hollywood Vampires at a Summerfest show where he's that's his like fun party band with Joe Perry of Aerosmith and Johnny Depp. And just Alice Cooper walks out on stage and you look at him like he's just got that it factor. And not only is he just a presence on stage and he's been on Broadway, he's just fascinating to watch and full of entertaining stories, but he is a nice guy. He does a lot of charitable work and is very active in giving back to the community and is a guy with a great sense of humor. I've been very, very lucky. I've had the chance to interview him a couple of times. But you know, here in Milwaukee, we have a special affection for Alice Cooper. You might remember this moment from the movie Wayne's World.
So, do you come to Milwaukee often?
Well, I'm a regular visitor here, but Milwaukee has certainly had its share of visitors. The French missionaries and explorers were coming here as early as the late 1600s to trade with the Native Americans. In fact, isn't Milwaukee an Indian name? Yes, Pete, it is. Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Well, that may not be a 100% accurate. It sure is fun, and it has immortalized Milwaukee in pop culture in yet another way. And when I got a chance to chat with Alice Cooper and interview him, I asked him about Milwaukee and Wisconsin, and this is what he had to share.
Milwaukee. I actually had people telling me after a while, could you not Milwaukee? Could you just say Milwaukee? You know, people from Milwaukee were getting tired of that bit.
No, not ever. You're talking about a city where we have the bronze fawns. Embrace the joy.
Yes, you're right.
Plus the positive connection to Wisconsin with your guest appearance on that 70s show with the BOA.
That's right. And Wayne's World, you know.
So see, he's fine with it. He's good with it. So I'm glad that he embraced that. And if you go to the WTMJ YouTube channel or text the word WATCH, WATCH, to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620, you'll see a fun photo because it was a few years ago and Alice Cooper was coming back to perform at the BMO Pavilion. And I realized he's never had an official Alice Cooper Day. And one of the radio listeners that got in touch with me like, hey, can we make it Alice Cooper Day in Milwaukee? I'm like, hasn't it been Alice Cooper Day before? No. Mr. Milwaukee had never been honored by our city. And so I got in touch with the mayor's office, collaborated with some folks, and made it happen. October 1st of that year, it was official Alice Cooper Day. So I got to present him with the proclamation backstage before the show. He's got the eyeliner on and everything. Again, though, he's really a nice, congenial person, and it was cool that he treated everybody backstage really nicely and had conversations. But what was cool was when I was, leaving the area to go out and enjoy the show, I heard Alice Cooper say to his manager, hey, we're taking this back. This is going to go on the wall. So I think he actually hung up the Milwaukee Proclamation like on the wall in his own home, which was, I think, very high praise. But other great things about super duper Alice Cooper, he's an excellent golfer. And at the time when I was chatting with him, I, of course, ask Alice Cooper about golf. I asked him how he was golfing, and I think he'd said he'd just turned like 72 or something, and he was golfing his age. So he is dedicated. So when he goes out on tour, for years, he has not partied. He has gotten up early and gone to the golf course, wherever it is that he is traveling. And that has become his reputation. And he has been sober for 42 years. And that is what he started doing when he stopped doing all the fun vices that can get you in trouble. So he has spent his dedication and devotion to perfecting being a golfer. And it takes him completely out of the mindset of shock rock and theater on stage and gets him zen and gets to enjoy the great outdoors as a golfer. And I just mentioned he's been sober for 42 years. We just went through dry January. Did you realize he has a non-alcoholic version of an old-fashioned now? He worked with Whistle Pig, if you've heard of Whistle Pig whiskey. And now Alice Cooper, just as a couple days ago, launched an alcohol-free version of an old-fashioned. It's titled Sex, Drugs, Rock, and Dry Cocktail. And here's what's even crazier. So I would try this. It's 100% rye, non-whiskey, infused with adaptogens. So interesting ingredients, all natural. It's called non-whiskey, Damiana, and mellow shrooms. But what's even crazier is if you order it, you can get a special package. I love colored vinyl. This is a limited edition rye liquid-infused vinyl of Alice Cooper's Breadcrumbs album, and it looks like it's clear vinyl that might have liquid in it. It's surreal. So for those of you record collectors, Alice Cooper's Breadcrumbs album, look into ordering the Whistle Pig special package and maybe even try his non-alcoholic old-fashioned cocktail. Sex, drugs, and rock and dry old-fashioned cocktail. Entertaining. He's not quite Gene Simmons level of collectibles and merchandise, but that's pretty smart and pretty fun. So happy birthday, super duper Alice Cooper. Super Bowl. Where are you watching the party on Sunday? Where are you watching the game on Sunday? I have a list of some places that you can go party. Next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
What we've found is that when you have workers who feel valued, you get better results. This is why good people and good culture should matter to anyone looking for an exterior remodeling company they can trust. It's going to be your experience and the end result that gives you peace of mind. because you'll know your work was done by people who care. We realized early on that if we were going to change the reputation of this industry for the better, that finding good workers that you could trust to do great work was going to be the key. We're attracting good people every day because we take care of our people. We want to make sure they feel important because they are. And we're going to make sure you feel important and valued too, with excellent customer service and high quality work. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
It's like being trapped in a cage. And I know, that sounds dramatic, but your breathing triangle problem has got you trapped. And once you're freed, you're going to be able to live the life that you're missing out on. Now, this can simply mean experiencing the true pleasure of breathing freely. It will mean better sleep and more energy. And the worry of this problem any more affecting your life is going to be gone. Because in almost every case, when Advent has solved a breathing triangle problem, it's a one and done. Because we're not in the business of delivering Band-Aids. We want to fix your nasal breathing problem for good. We don't want you to be a lifelong patient. We want you to be our next success story.
Isn't it time you break free from that cage? Take the next step. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Breathe well with simple solutions. AdventKnows.com.
Results may vary. Most insurance accepted.
I haven't had anything to eat for days, and being hungry hurts.
Going without oil changes can destroy your engine, but it doesn't compare to the effect of going without food. That's why the Automobile Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee is determined to make sure no one goes to bed hungry. Through March 1st, they'll donate $1 from every oil change to Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin. Every dollar provides 3 healthy meals. Over the past 14 years, Adam has donated over $890,000, providing more than 2.6 million meals to people across southeast Wisconsin, the majority being children and seniors. And with today's ongoing challenges, the need is greater than ever. So help the hungry while helping your vehicle. Get your oil changed by Adam Dealer Factory Trained Techs at a price as low or lower than independent shops. Visit an Adam member dealer near you.
For a list of participating dealers, visit adamm.com.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Football coming on Super Bowl Sunday. Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And lots of Super Bowl parties around Wisconsin, some here in Milwaukee and some around other parts of the state. Looking for your suggestions, too, if you know of a great party or one of your favorite establishments having some fun, maybe serving up free touchdown shots. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ Talk and Text Line 855-616-1620. One place to be is Sports Club MKE downtown on Jefferson Street. They'll have, of course, food and drink specials, touchdown shots, pizza, 60-cent wings, big screens. That is at Sports Club MKE downtown. Also, the Explorium Brew Pub in downtown Milwaukee. They're having a Super Bowl watch party and appetizer buffet. They have Super Bowl bingo, specialty shots inspired by the competing teams. Should be interesting. And also big screens to watch the Super Bowl there at the Explorium Brew Pub downtown. Who's on Third? They are having a Super Bowl party downtown as well, starting at 4 o'clock. All sorts of fan favorites, 85-cent wings, $3 Miller Lite taps. They've got free touchdown shots. Also, Super Bowl commercial bingo. And at Who's on Third? Try your luck at the meat raffle or the spin the wheel game for prizes. That is at Who's on Third downtown. And at the Social American Tavern, they have a very interesting twist on the Super Bowl party. It's a big game party and magic show. Who knew? Luca, a renowned magician, will kick off the event. He's going to make a game prediction, and then, during halftime, will amaze the crowd with his own mind-blowing tricks. family friendly. Starts at 6 o'clock, goes till 10 o'clock, something for everybody. And just didn't expect a magic show on top of the big game. So that is at the Social American Tavern. That is downtown on Broadway. Big game party and magic show there. There's also in Madison a Super Bowl chili cook-off hosted by the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Just $5. You can sample delicious chili creations. All proceeds going to the Heat and Housing for Heroes. And it's going to be fun. This is one of those chances where you get to have an opinion. Prizes are awarded to the top 3 chili entries, and they will be showing the Super Bowl on a great big TV, so you don't have to miss a second of the action while you are filling your belly full of tasty chili. There'll be a live DJ there during the commercial breaks. That is at the Veterans of Foreign Wars at the Super Bowl Chili Cook-Off in Madison. And Beaver Dam, they're having a Super Bowl watch party at Zig's Lakeside Pub and Grill. Cozy. You can win a Wisconsin sports legend's portrait. But you got your regular beer, your pizza, complimentary appetizers during the game. They welcome you at Zig's Lakeside Pub and Grill in Beaver Dam. Thanks to fabulouswisconsin.com for those suggestions. And also some other Super Bowl parties to watch for or to maybe go to. Because, again, if you don't want to host and clean up at your own house, this is a good way to roll. How about in Madison, also the Rigby Pub? They've got free Jell-O shots when your chosen team scores. And if you wear your favorite jersey, you can win some prizes. And they have usual drink specials and that sort of thing. Super Bowl watch party at the Rigby in Madison. In Rothschild, there's a free Super Bowl watch party at Banter, where they have old school arcade games as well as big screens for the Super Bowl watch party. That is at Banter in Rothschild. In Green Bay, I like this, a young adults Super Bowl watch party. Green Bay Community Church is hosting the party, open to young adults. Game day snacks, you got chips and dips. You can bring your friends and wear your favorite NFL team apparel. So a non-alcoholic version of a Super Bowl party, which is a good idea, too. Green Bay Community Church is that young adults Super Bowl watch party. Also, in Nakusa at Lake Arrowhead Golf Course, they're having a Lake Arrowhead Snow Blast Celebration Super Bowl watch party. And I like that their watch party is also going to include puppy yoga, a snow golf tournament, beer, booze, and wine bingo, all culminating in a Super Bowl watch party. I will tell you, any place I go to watch the Super Bowl, I would also like the Puppy Bowl to be on at least one screen. I don't think that's too much to ask. And how about in Adams, Wisconsin, there's a place called Rank's Tavern. They invite you to watch Super Bowl 2025 with them as well. That's in Adams County, Adams, Wisconsin, Super Bowl party. Where will you be watching? Are you going to be hosting a party? Tell me what your Super Bowl Sunday experience is like. I would love to hear from you and chat with you. And maybe you have some suggestions. The Sighting Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, 855-616-1620. Call me and tell me how you are spending your Super Bowl Sunday. Next on What's on Tap.
Wisconsin's Morning News is here for you every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Vince Petrano.
President Trump has signed 2 executive orders following Wednesday night's deadly crash between an American Airlines plane and a U.S. military helicopter.
Eric Billstad.
A student injured in the Abundant Life Christian School shooting in Madison is back home this morning.
And traffic with Debbie Lozica.
Southbound on 43, a bit heavy from just south of Capitol Drive.
The news you need to know. Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ.
As an independent tire and service center, our loyalty is to you, not the manufacturer.
It's the tire manufacturer's goal to design a superior tire.
But it's our job to ensure the right tires are properly installed on your vehicle.
A service our family has been independently providing for the past 2 generations. So make no mistake about it, our loyalty is to you.
And the dozens of tire brands we carry, like Goodyear, General, and Pirelli,
or Continental, Kelly, and Dunlop, well, that's for you too.
Because we won't know what type of tire you need until you get here.
So instead, we carry them all.
Because we install them all.
And every tire we install automatically comes with free flat tire repair.
Which means you're 100% covered.
No questions asked.
I guess you could call it family tradition.
Be safe, buckle up, and hey.
Always make sure you've got good tread on your tires. I'm Brett Matchke with Rich Lawns. Your
due for service.
Rich Lawns Tire and Service. Such a refreshing change. Rich Lawns.
I don't
don't have to tell you that a lot of dust and other junk collects in your ductwork. And it doesn't just sit there. It's blowing around in your home. And that jeopardizes your home health. The commercial industrial duct cleaning system we use at Quality darn near sucked the shirt right off our tech the first time he used it. Believe me, not everybody has this powerful of a system. It's unlike any other. At Quality, you get the best duct cleaning, period. So call Quality first for your duct cleaning needs.
For the signature service you deserve.
Whether it's 24/7 emergency service or it's just time to replace your furnace, at Quality we'll be out so fast you won't even notice the heat being off. And if you're buying a high-efficiency furnace from Armstrong or Carrier, you'll qualify for state and federal tax rebates that'll pay for a big chunk of the cost. This is Anthony Zanevsky from Quality, where you'll get the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Healthy joints, healthy lifestyle. Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Arthritis, injuries, wear and tear, common joint issues that keep you from doing what you love. At OAW, a visit to the doctor doesn't always mean surgery. Everyone is different. Surgeons, nurses, physical therapists work together to come up with a plan for you. Maybe it's PT, medication, injection, and if you do need surgery like I did, you know you're in the best of hands. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. Book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Football weekend. There's always somebody who wants to start the tradition of, can we have Monday off after the Super Bowl to just sleep in and nurse hangovers? I'm not against an extra day off of work. Nobody's got a problem with that. I'm Sandy Maxx. You've got it on What's on Tap. Thanks for hanging out with me. We are here for a supersized show till 9 o'clock. And finding out what you're doing for the Super Bowl. Just rattled through a list of several places in Milwaukee that are hosting Super Bowl parties, mostly downtown. A couple spots in Madison, also in Adams, and Green Bay is having a young adults party at a church. So it is the Super Bowl, and it does bring people together. And we always love to have the opinions of the commercials is what I'm trying to think of, and the stars who are already leaking those commercials out. So it really does bring people together, even if you never watch the NFL any other time. I don't know what I'm doing for Super Bowl yet. I won't have people at my house. I know that. I'm not that kind of a party thrower around this kind of a theme. So I don't know if I'll go to somebody else's house or just watch it so I can hear the commercials. Nate Rilling is producing the show tonight. Nate, you're a sports fan.
I am a sports fan.
How devoted are you to the Super Bowl? What is it? Is it a must-see occasion?
I would say it's a must-see occasion. I mean, I usually watch it with my pops, with the family, my uncle, just get around the family and enjoy the game, eat some good food, all that good stuff.
Is there a particular snack that is always made at Super Bowl Sunday time?
My aunt does make some really good chili, so it's funny you were talking about that before.
Yeah, in Madison.
She makes some really bomb chili, so it's great.
Okay, what are the ingredients in your aunt's chili? Like, are we going beans, no beans? Like all these debates about noodles, no noodles, all that stuff.
No noodles, no beans. She does put corn in it. I like the corn. I think it's a good addition. And then just all sorts of peppers and beef and all that good stuff. But yeah, I don't know the exact recipe, but I got to get it so I can make it myself.
That's
sure.
True. And then and chili's always better the day or two after because all those seasonings and flavors steep together.
Oh yeah, definitely got to save some for afterwards.
And so Nate, you're proving my point though. It's good that it brings people together. That's a good thing. So then now the question for you is, teams, do you care about either the Chiefs or the Eagles?
I do not, but I'm going to be one of those people that don't want the Chiefs to win this year. I mean, as much as it'd be cool for another team to get a three-peat, not a Chiefs fan, and not really a Philly fan either, but I guess I got to root for the Eagles this year.
I will tell you, I was talking about being part of the Professional Bowlers Association TV tour the past 2 weekends. So I was in Indianapolis last weekend, but I was in Delaware the weekend before, and I landed in Philly the day before that playoff game, and the vibe was high in Philadelphia. I mean, it was really interesting to be in that energy. And on Saturday before the Sunday game, all the newscasts were talking about were they going to grease the poles, so that way people, wouldn't climb high and endanger themselves at the big celebration parties. And then the art museum, I guess they do this. they've done this before, but they had a drone show over the Philadelphia Art Museum. And at one point during the drone show, the drones were going to make a QR code, and everybody there could scan that QR code for the possibility to win tickets to that Sunday game, which I just thought was fascinating.
That's super cool.
Isn't it? Yeah. So I'm like, well, I want us to do that. I want the Packers to go, and then I want to have a drone show over an art museum so that way we could have that enthusiasm. But I think because I was in Philly when that all happened, like, I'm glad for them. But I don't know how I feel about the whole Chiefs. I mean, if they're the best team, they're the best team, right?
That's true. They are the best team, but there's always the ref scandals. But I'm not.
Oh yeah, exactly. This is where the sports comes in, and yeah, we can all have the fun opinions, but it certainly is what makes it fun. And for the rest of us, the commercials, those are always entertaining, and everybody has an opinion on those and whether or not we remember what the product is for, all that sort of thing. So stay with us. We have another hour of What's on Tap, and next we'll have the news. It's WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
With the ability to market luxury homes on a higher scale than ever before, Century 21 Benefit Realty has taken a huge step forward to tap into a global network of buyers. Maximum exposure to spotlight your unique home with our fine homes and estates marketing so you can sell it for the highest price. And with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission, you win. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. First off, our 1.9% commission structure helps get their foot in the door, and that's why agents like working here. But what they really like is having the strongest marketing tools available, with the resources to help them sell homes at the highest prices to satisfy their clients. Century 21 Benefit Realty offers what agents like most, and that's to help them be successful. If you really want to believe in the business model that you're representing, give me a call. I'm Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty. Call me, and let's talk about your future. Each office is independently owned and operated.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Chief Anti-Heartbreak Officer Brian Wickert. While national headlines talk about the inventory of homes for sale being a lot higher this year, that's still not the case in most of Wisconsin. The good news is that now, even in winter, AccuNet's experienced loan consultants are already helping many of our pre-approved home shoppers become homeowners and avoid the heartbreak of losing in a multi-offer situation. Sure, you can go with a flimsy, unimaginative bank pre-approval, or you can present your offer with an AccuNet rock-solid, fully verified, and guaranteed pre-approval that also might come with the phrase that really makes sellers happy: no appraisal required. When an appraisal is needed, we can also show you in dollars and cents what it means to willingly pay a certain dollar amount over the appraised value if that's what's needed to win, which is usually a lot less scary than people imagine. Reduce your risk of home shopper heartbreak by getting started with your rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval at AccuNet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Breaking news as it happens. Stay up to date with your trusted and relevant source in news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 8 o'clock, it's 19 degrees in Milwaukee. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of some lake effect snow showers late in the evening with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday is going to be cloudy with an evening light mix and less than a half inch of snow accumulation and minor ice accumulations on a high of 31 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Sean Brenda. In Kenosha,
we're going to give the all clear. Basement is clear. First floor is clear. Second floor is clear.
KUSD is talking to the principal, and they're going to release the students here momentarily.
Kenosha police cleared Bradford High School after a lockdown. They responded to a call of shots fired at the school around 10:30 this morning. Police believe that it was a swatting or hoax call after sweeping the building and finding no security threats. Students have returned to class and after-school activities will take place. Police are still investigating the source of the call. President Trump proposing the U.S. take over the Gaza Strip, redevelop it, and relocate its residents. The president meeting with Israel's prime minister at the White House tonight, saying he has international support for the idea.
Everybody I've spoken to, this was not a decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land, developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent in a really magnificent area that nobody would know. Nobody can look because all they see is death and destruction and rubble.
Missing for a year. Today marks 365 days since 16-year-old Isaiah Kramer walked away from the Norris Center Youth Care Facility in the village of Verdon. The teen hasn't been seen or heard from since. His father, Vance Kramer, in an exclusive interview with Wisconsin's Afternoon News, says his son's case has been shared nationwide, which keeps the tips flowing.
His picture and the whole missing thing throughout the entire nation, like from coast to coast. And so people and say they saw him, or one person actually called in and said he was him. The police always let me know. The sheriff's department in Waukesha has been good that way.
Isaiah is epileptic and walked away from the facility without his medication. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Office says there is no indication Kramer was removed from the facility without his consent. February is American Heart Month. Chief of Cardiovascular Medicine at the Medical College of Wisconsin, Dr. Jorge Saucedo, tells WTMJ that heart disease is still a major cause of death in the United States.
If you put all cancer combined, if you put all forms of lung disease, chronic lung disease combined, both cancer and lung disease, again, cardiovascular causes of death are much higher than all forms of cancer and lung diseases put together.
Dr. Saucedo does say that in the past 10 years, doctors and medical experts have gotten better to detect heart diseases in the body and encourages more active lifestyle among Americans. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 8:03.
You're right, and I'll agree. It does sound too good to be true. But offering you affordable treatment that alleviates pain, which really does work, that we've seen in most cases insurance paid for in full, is a definite reality. It's pain relief, really. And these are FDA-approved treatments. They're safe and proven to reduce inflammation and alleviate pain. Yeah, you'll have to get a couple of shots, and I know that can scare people. But the needle is extremely small. And after giving shots like this hundreds of thousands of times, you'll see we make it very easy. You're going to feel the relief that our powerful pain relief agents give you. They're pain relief drugs that solve pain problems. And the way I feel is that Rejuvenex should be the first stop for anyone living with pain in shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees. At $65 per joint, per injection, it's probably the most affordable pain relief option available that actually works. Rejuvenex Google reviews will tell you more.
It's the perfect Valentine's heart.
The kind a schoolboy would draw.
It's the most adorable pendant we've ever created.
Innocent, fun-loving, and sweeter than honey.
Cute, cute, cute.
It's cherry red ceramic that's been through the fire.
We've been making ceramic jewelry for thousands of years.
Seriously?
Google it.
But this ceramic heart has things they didn't know about thousands of years ago.
Like what?
Diamonds. 18 of them.
These created diamonds were made for the one who sparkles like the sun.
I can see her in my mind right now.
It's the perfect Valentine's gift.
And it's only $128 at Kessler's.
Monica, what else do we have?
We have 4 different ways to say I love you.
Each pendant is a different shape covered in diamonds.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
An oval.
A square with rounded corners.
A teardrop.
And a heart.
Your choice, just $148 at Kessler's. For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The NFL League year-end free agent period begins the second week in March. Cleveland Browns All-Pro defensive end Myles Garrett is asking for a trade. ESPN's Adam Schefter on the likelihood of that happening.
When you issue a trade request in the NFL, it's not final that you're being traded. There are still many steps to go through, and the Browns have been very public in the idea that they're not moving on from Myles Garrett.
And in college basketball tonight, 11th ranked Marquette basketball fell to 12th ranked St. John's tonight. The Golden Eagles lost 70-64. And the 21st ranked Wisconsin Badgers take on Indiana for an 8 o'clock tip-off time. The Badgers are 17-5 this season. Badger Sports Updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, Siding, and a whole lot more. Take a look at your roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. We have a disabled vehicle on the exit to Drexel Avenue from I-41 south. Other than that, the roads are starting to clear up around the Milwaukee area. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of lake effect snow late in the evening with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday will be cloudy with some evening light snow mix and less than a half inch of snow and minor ice accumulation at a high of 31 degrees. Thursday, mostly sunny and windy with a high of 40 degrees. Friday will be partly cloudy with a high of 30 degrees. And Saturday will likely see some evening snow accumulation and a high of 31 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 18 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 15 degrees. In Waukesha, it's 17 degrees. And in Milwaukee, it's 19 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda. Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:07.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
I woke up this morning, I was feeling fine, but this cat starts banging, man, what a swine. So I called reception, but to no avail. That's why I'm telling you this sorry tale.
How you doing on this extra bonus hour of What's on Tap? Tonight, February 4th, 19 degrees in Milwaukee. Cozy up with me. Thanks for spending time with me in this bonus hour of What's on Tap. I want to honor Black History Month with a visit with Claiborne Benson III, the founder and director of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society and Museum in Milwaukee. It's an institution dedicated to documenting, preserving, sharing the contributions of Black Wisconsinites. And he's got an interesting career path himself, and he's going to share some important stories with us. You also have your chance to win Bonnie Raitt tickets. So that's before 9 o'clock. But on another note for Black History Month, very good concert news today. There's a Juneteenth concert announcement to share, and it involves these musicians. Oh, yeah. The Isley Brothers are going to bring some funkiness to Summerfest Juneteenth Day celebration. Now, they had already announced some artists, and they announced some additional artists today. And so after the traditional Milwaukee Juneteenth Day parade and festival on Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, Summerfest is going to have a celebration of music and culture on the Summerfest grounds that evening across different ground stages. So kind of like a mini Summerfest. And these artists have been added as of today. The Isley Brothers, who you just heard there. This is another classic from the Isley Brothers. This Old Heart of Mine. Fabulous. Eric Benet. The Sean Hinton Experience, and Buffalo Nichols all announced today for this big fun Juneteenth show. And the artists previously announced for the Juneteenth Day celebration: Gary Clark Jr., Bone Thugs and Harmony, Genuine, Joy, I don't ever say it right, Oladokun, Oladokun. If you know Joy, then you know Joy. And then Mike Jones. So it's going to be some great music on Juneteenth Day. And if you want reserved seats for the Isley Brothers with Eric Benet, who will be on the BMO Pavilion, that is going to be reserved seats. Tickets go on sale Friday. But yeah, what a heck of a lineup there. That's going to be a fun way to move that party down to the lakefront and continue the Juneteenth Day celebration, which is one of the longest, if not the longest, celebrations in the country. We have it right here in Milwaukee. That is a lot to be proud of. And there are other concert announcements today that I covered on What's on Tap. Just a refresher, Benson Boone, Grammy nominee for Best New Artist and was very impressive at the Grammy ceremony in his sparkly light blue jumpsuit and doing acrobatics on stage. Benson Boone, who sings Beautiful Things, the most streamed song of 2024. He's headlining Summerfest July 3rd. That's the Thursday, July 3rd, American Family Insurance Amphitheater. And also, if you like that Isley Brothers vibe, you got the Temps and the Tops, Temptations and the Four Tops, coming back to Milwaukee on October 18th. That's at Miller High Life Theater. So I try and keep you updated because sometimes I feel like the concert cycle is you hear all about it like the first day or two it's announced, and then you don't hear anything for months. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, how is it October 18th? And I didn't know that the Temps and Tops were going to be here. So here to help keep you informed. And stay with me now because next, meet Claiborne Benson III, founder and director of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society Museum. He's got incredible stories, and that's next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Steve Scafidi is your guide through the world of politics.
Milwaukee County District Attorney Kent Lovern joins us in studio.
Well, certainly at a community level, there's still a great concern about violent crime as it pertains to gun violence, certainly, and also what I view as violent crime, which includes the reckless driving. We have to have a strong response to those types of crime.
On the Political Power Hour.
Flesh out strong response for me.
When I say strong response, it means jail or prison, depending on the facts and circumstances of the case.
Weekday mornings from 9 to 10 on WTMJ.
So how would I describe our people? I'd say the people we set out to hire have to be smart, hardworking, and honest. Honesty being paramount of the three. Because honesty breeds integrity. And when you have integrity, you won't let yourself do anything less than your best. And that's who we're looking for. Character counts here, and integrity matters. That's why it's easy for us to offer the industry's best lifetime workmanship warranty with every roof we sell. A rock-solid warranty like ours guarantees our reputation and assures your satisfaction. At Semper Fi, we do the right thing. We seize the moral high ground and we hold it. And when you do that, you end up having a business that's going to last for generations. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
Hey, WTMJ's John Burkier here. Painting is the easiest way to breathe new life into your home. I know because we did it with Certa Pro Painters. Each Certa Pro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Let the pros there help you choose the right color to your home. You're going to love it for years to come. Call your neighborhood Certa Pro Painter. Ask about their color consultation services. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose Certa Pro Painters.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
So many fun ways to explore Milwaukee and discover things maybe you didn't know about it or people that you didn't know were here. We have a new show on WTMJ called Joshing Around Milwaukee, and it's also a podcast you can find on WTMJ.com. And truly, Josh Albrecht of Visit Milwaukee and Josh Albrecht, former radio producer, truly, two guys named Josh host the show. So Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht here welcomed a special guest this past weekend who told some very interesting stories.
We have on Claiborne Benson III, who is the executive director of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society. Claiborne, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, and you won't find another Claiborne Benson III.
No, it's just you.
We
might change our name.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah. Trust me, I didn't think that I'd be doing a show with another Josh Albrecht. I didn't, there could be one. Just wait.
Ask your mother. She will tell you. So
that's right.
Anyway, I thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here. I represent Wisconsin Black Historical Society in the midst of February as we enter into Wisconsin's African American History Week, and the state of Wisconsin has a terrific African American history. Starting back to the very beginning of the state's history, African Americans have been part of this history, and we are honored to share that with our visitors and such.
So many amazing stories to tell and things to celebrate throughout the month and all year long. And we really appreciate what you have done to make the Wisconsin Black Historical Society a great museum, showcase, place that people, visitors, residents alike can come and learn about our great history and culture in the community.
Yeah, we have people who have taken the initiative to even go back to Africa in the 1860s to explore Africa and bring that culture back to Milwaukee and set up a museum. 1860, nonetheless, printed in the New York Times.
Wow.
But over the course of the years, there have been many accomplishments made by African Americans in which we're set out to share those accomplishments. Probably the most pressing issue before us now is the effort on the part of a group of African Americans in the 1970s who tried to put together the Central City Plaza, the Halyard Park area, to put a business district together that just could not make it. And that area is being exposed now with people trying. With the growing of population in that area, people want to change his historical preservation to general use, and we're trying to address those issues now in public history. Talking about how can we preserve these landmark buildings built by Mr. Robertson, Alfonso Robertson, who builds them in an African Senate, Ndinka symbols all over the building, talking about his African roots. He is the first African-American architect in the state of Wisconsin. And so that's a challenging issue that we're facing at the moment. As I mentioned that, there are literally hundreds of stories that needs to be shared. I mean, the whole issue of Joshua Glover being broken out of jail and the citizens of Wisconsin breaking him out of jail and sending him on to Canada. Not because they know that they're violating the United States Constitution, and they do it with open. And they even changed the rules to say 5,000 people broke him out of jail when only true 500 people broke him out. Their enthusiasm about them violating the Constitution.
Yes.
Forget about rules and facts, but they love the fact that they're fighting against the system. And thus, so Glover is a very important. The desegregation of school systems, when the whole issue of educating African Americans who migrated to the state of Wisconsin for the purpose of getting a good education, they knew they would get a good education in Wisconsin. Segregation still does exist in the state of Wisconsin. And Lloyd Bobby, in his fight to end desegregation of school systems. And Milwaukee is not the only city that does it. Many other cities try to do it, but Lloyd Bobby rises to the surface to get the Supreme Court to accept the ruling of educating black students based on Brown versus the Board of Education, though one law, and yet segregation still does exist. So Milwaukee's on the cutting edge of many landmark decisions nationally that makes it unique and different. And when I said Milwaukee, I mean the state of Wisconsin is significant in terms of dealing with the issues of African Americans and their rights.
I mean, yeah, and you pointed out so many amazing stories that need to be told. I think one of my favorite stories is going to be the story of Claiborne Benson III.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is incredible, and I can't wait to ask you some questions about the amazing things that you've done, and we're going to do that when we come back.
This conversation with Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht of the Joshing Around Milwaukee show on WTMJ continues next on What's on Tap.
Wisconsin's Morning News is here for you every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Vince Petrano.
President Trump has signed 2 executive orders following Wednesday night's deadly crash between an American Airlines plane and a U.S. military helicopter.
Eric Bilstad.
A student injured in the Abundant Life Christian School shooting in Madison is back home this morning.
And traffic with Debbie Lozica.
Southbound on 43, a bit heavy from just south of Capitol Drive.
The news you need to know. Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ.
In 1964, we were making strides towards space travel.
Mary Poppins was the #1 movie in theaters.
And the Beatles were taking America by storm.
Which was long before I was born.
Facts. 1964 is also the year it all started for Richland's Tire and Service Centers. 60 years of continuous growth and more happy customers than you can shake a stick at.
Okay, the streamers are a bit overkill. It's just us in the studio.
All right. But it's important to know accomplishments like these aren't possible without a dedicated team. So hats off to them and our founder, my dad, Dick Mitchke, for understanding the importance of customer focus.
Facts. There's no 60 years of anything without you, the customer, which is why our focus will remain on you and only you for years to come.
Thank you from all of us here at Richland's Tire and Service Centers. Richland's Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richland's.
No matter how
many people are in your family? Buying new jackets for the cold weather months can be expensive. But when you shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, prices on cold weather jackets will give you a sigh of relief because thrift store prices mean great deals. And right now we have a great selection. Find great deals on cold weather jackets for the family at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
We've saved our clients over $19 million in real estate commission. I say this because that's a pretty big number. But at Century 21 Benefit Realty, it's really not about being a top volume agency. Over here, it's more about you. And at 1.9% commission and no more than $19,000 commission, for the listing side of your sale, no matter what size property you're selling, you will save substantially. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. First off, our 1.9% commission structure helps get their foot in the door, and that's why agents like working here. But what they really like is having the strongest marketing tools available, with the resources to help them sell homes at the highest prices to satisfy their clients. Century 21 Benefit Realty offers what agents like most, and that's to help them be successful. If you really want to believe in the business model that you're representing, give me a call. I'm Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty. Call me, and let's talk about your future. Each office is independently owned and operated.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
It is February, Black History Month, where all around the United States we commemorate and celebrate the achievements and contributions of Black people throughout American history and even in present times. I know we call it Black History Month, but there are people who are preserving history, like Claiborne Benson III. He is the founder and executive director of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society and Museum. And Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht, the co-hosts of Joshing Around Milwaukee, had Claiborne Benson III as their guest last Saturday. And we've been enjoying some of that conversation.
Just to give our listeners a little sense of who you are, you spent a very impressive 39 years at WTMJ as a photojournalist. You're capturing moments that helped tell the stories of our community during that time. Your passion for learning didn't stop there, though. You were mentioning to us that at the age of 73, you earned your master's degree during COVID, went back to school at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And I think that's just a great way to show people that it's never too late to pursue new ideas and new careers and new
What a great use of a bad situation, too. Like when you told us that during COVID, you took that opportunity to get your master's degree, and I was sitting here thinking, oh boy, what did I do during COVID? I sure wasn't earning a master's degree, I'll tell you that.
We sat in class with masks on our faces.
Right. Yeah.
But we enjoyed it.
You got it. Yeah. You got it done, though. That was very impressive. But I want to talk about the 39 years as a photojournalist. I mean, that's such an incredible run, and in a position to where it's not the same thing every day. You know, you're inspiring people and experiencing. Every day is different with what you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit about your time at
for
TMJ?
12 of those years, I did sports. I remember with Bart Starr saying, I can't understand why we lost this game.
Yeah.
But during those heyday days of the Green Bay Packers and the Bucks, I covered Badgers. I traveled all over the United States covering stories. I also went to Ghana, West Africa. I went to Somalia doing the Black Hawk. I was there during that time, Black Hawk Down. I just experienced a lot of interesting things and met people all over the world.
I mean, that's one of the beautiful things. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but that photojournalism, you know, I have a journalism background as well, and getting to be on the front lines, so to speak, of pivotal moments in history, whether it was sports, politics, war, whatever it might be. It's such a unique opportunity to see it literally through a lens that no one else gets to see, and you then help to share that story. I mean, you've just mentioned a few, but is there a few Milwaukee-based things that you got to experience and cover that really you're like, that's one that I always have to remember?
The thought that comes to my mind right now is camping out on the White House grounds during the summit between Russia and the United States when John McCullough and I are reporting on the negotiation about nuclear. That was a very important. And then we rented a U-Haul truck. I shouldn't be saying this on the air, but I hit, as I was driving the mobile truck back to the station, I hit every car on the side of the road.
I think statute of limitations is passed.
That's right. That has to be 45 years, if not longer ago. But nonetheless, those were my youth days.
That's right.
I mean, I spent time with the migrant workers and having the governor come in and change the laws in Wisconsin as it relates to housing conditions for migrant folks coming up from Mexico and picking berries and things of that nature. I really enjoyed my life I could not experience any. I mean, I love being a news cameraman, but I love being a journalist now. It seems like all of those years as a news cameraman prepared me to be a good historian as we sit down. And I love what I do every day. Would not step back into that world again. I love the path that I'm in now because they're challenging, understanding how history is evolving and changing, and yet still it deserves its recognition as people who are making a bringing people alive again, people who have made contributions, recalling their accomplishments and
getting to share that with the guests that come to the historical museum, right? Like
I do.
That's a pleasure, like to share those stories. It's an honor to share other people's stories to youth, to anyone who's coming through the doors, right?
That is. And there are people who wanted no recognition whatsoever, and I said, no, stand up. They're even dead, like Miss Bernice Lindsay, who you never heard of, but the whole neighborhood is named after Lindsay Heights neighborhood. She developed housing neighborhood after her for returning home World War II veterans. When the city is reluctant to build public housing, she built an apartment complex so that people would have places to move in. Oh, she did. She's a founder, first to graduate from Ohio State Journalism School and the founder of the State of Wisconsin Delta organization. I haven't even begun to touch on her. Takes a delegation of folks to the Congo, then goes to London, England to talk about the Pan-African issues. And then when she gets back to Milwaukee, President Kennedy invites her to the White House to talk about women, national issues. This woman is a powerhouse all by herself. Little short lady with broken English.
That's right.
Powerful.
These are the amazing stories that people can hear and learn about at the Wisconsin Black Historical Society. And that's why I think it's so important for organizations like yours to exist in a community.
Thank you.
Because, I mean, I could listen to you talk about these stories
100%.
literally all day.
And
so to get to the Historical Society and see it and see the research, see the preservation, it's magical.
We have an archive section that we've been working on for the last 4 years. We have a professional archivist that is assigned, and we get boxes of materials, Bibles, books, clothing of all sorts from regular people and historical people who have dropped things off, and we have collected just a large number of archival material at the Historical Society and constantly doing it. Obituaries. We're at nearly 12,000 obituaries that we've been collecting over the course of the years. It's online for people to be able to access information about their loved ones. We have done the job, and we love what we do at Wisconsin Black Historical.
Is there an artifact, a relic, a book, something that really stands out in your mind that's like, you get there, you can't miss this?
5 years ago, a lady came to the museum. She didn't come to the museum. She called me on the telephone, and she says, I have something I know you want, but I don't want to reveal who I am. She met me in the parking lot of Walmart, and she had a mask on her face. And she says, and this is a chain from 1860 that her grandfather passed down from generation to generation. This lady could tell me about where they were from, what their clothing looked like, where they were hungry. They were hid in the basement near Burlington, Wisconsin. They were hid under a big hole with wood plaqued on it, and they were hid there as part of the Underground Railroad. Did she want me to know who she was? No.
Sure.
She hid and it was anonymous as you can be, but this chain is not anonymous. This chain reflects the struggles of our people as they made their way through the Underground Railroad to Canada.
He is Claiborne Benson III, the executive director of Wisconsin Black Historical Society and Museum, spending time with Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht of the Joshin' Around Milwaukee show that you can hear here Saturdays in the afternoon at 1:30, and more highlights of this chat with Claiborne Benson III as Black History Month continues and we learn more stories. That's next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved, but here you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
I'm Tony Drake from Drake & Associates. Taxes in retirement could take a bigger bite out of your savings than ever before. With a rising tax environment, many retirees are worried about running out of money. At Drake & Associates, we understand those fears, and we're here to help you feel more confident about your retirement. That's why we're offering a free retirement toolkit and a copy of my book, Get Retirement Ready, to help you take control of your financial future. Don't let rising taxes catch you off guard. Text TAX to 414-897-9522 to claim your free resources. That's TAX to 414-897-9522.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
If you want to add a unique and stunning feature to your home, decorative art glass can be used in a variety of ways to really increase its wow factor. Think of adding a wonderful work of stained glass art to some of your exterior windows, foyer, or front door entry. We can make sure the measurements fit spot on, and you don't even have to replace the glass. You can just add the art glass over the top. It will add some real ambiance that changes as the sun moves throughout the day. And a paint of protection too, which never hurts. Our decorative glass artists are delightful to work with, and they just might give you some ideas that you love, but never even thought of. There's so much of the same out there. Adding a customized work of stained glass art to one or more of your home's windows can really set it apart. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
February, Black History Month, and we are picking up this interesting, important interview with Wisconsin Black Historical Society Museum Executive Director Claiborne Benson III during his visit on last Saturday's Joshin' Around Milwaukee, a show on WTMJ hosted by two fellows named identically Josh Albrecht. Josh Albrecht resumes the chat here.
You've been sharing some amazing stories about yourself, and you've been sharing some amazing stories about the stories you help preserve at the Historical Society.
Mm-hmm.
You've had an extraordinary career, an amazing time as a photojournalist at WTMJ, running the Wisconsin Black Historical Society now. Looking back, though, what would you say has been the most rewarding part of your journey so far?
Well, you know, one of the things I learned while at UWM, because being at UWM really opened my mind up. I thought I knew everything, but I learned out I didn't know everything. And they really challenged me. They really helped me understand how little. And little things like, you know, I'm 70-something years old right now. And so I lived through the time of Mrs. Audie Halyard, and I lived through the years, and I got a chance to meet them, but I knew that they had accomplished things, but I didn't understand some real important issues. I remember one year she said to me, she says, Mr. Johnson took all of his money out of my savings and loan. I said, well, it's his money. He should be able to take it out if he wants to do so. But what I didn't understand, which was really enriching, they maintained this relationship with Booker T. Washington. They became Booker T. Washington. And they through clubs, through radio programs, through newspapers, through housing projects, through migration patterns, they maintain the philosophies and the procedures of the Tuskegee University and the Booker T. Washington. And what she was complaining about is that we had through C.L. Johnson and the hundreds of other people that we're operating these programs, we had a plan in place to address the issues of African Americans in the state of Wisconsin through all of these various mechanisms. It really opened my mind. I thought Milwaukee was isolated by itself, but it's interconnected with the entire United States.
Oh,
I mean, Booker T comes to Milwaukee at the turn of the century, and he's talking to people at MATC and discussing how MATC could address some of the issues of urban education. And as they plan their MATC's earlier development, Booker T comes, but he also meets with the African Americans in the community. And yes, he passed away, but his dreams maintain and continue. There are many other examples like that I learned. I got a sense of understanding.
Yeah.
My professor said, Milwaukee is not isolated. Milwaukee fits into the bigger picture, but I couldn't see how it fit into the bigger picture.
Well, you're definitely helping us see that right now, right?
Yeah.
Those listening, I think, can really get that sense that how interconnected Milwaukee is with the entire world and the country, right? And I think that's obviously amazing, and really at the heart of what you do at the Wisconsin Black Historical Society and why people should go there, visit, and see it. And can you tell us a little bit about how can someone get there and sort of what are the hours? How can someone experience the Historical Society?
So we're open from 10 to 4 o'clock daily. We encourage people to come before 4 o'clock, of course. But people can make arrangements and bring their groups, come and learn about specific subjects that they may be interested. We focus primarily on the state's African American history. And our address is 2620 West Center. Our telephone number is 414-372-7677. My email address is Benson, like Benson and Hedges, BENSON, Claiborne, CLAYBORN, at gmail.com. And we are on the corner of 27th and Center.
Love it.
Have been there for 36 years.
He is a wealth of inspiration and information. He is Claiborne Benson III, as you heard, Executive Director of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society and Museum. And that was just some of his chat on last Saturday's Joshin' Around Milwaukee, hosted by two guys with the identical first names and last names, Josh Albrecht. And it's a fun show, and you will hear a wide variety of guests on that new show, Saturdays at 1:30 here on WTMJ. And you can also catch up on the podcast at WTMJ.com or wherever you get your podcasts. They will have more stimulating conversations with local guests on WTMJ. I am Sandy Maxx. I am glad to be hanging out with you for a little bit longer, till 9 o'clock on What's on Tap. And if you're as big of a music fan as I am, but you also just can't get to every single show that you want. If you want to win the lottery so you can buy every single concert ticket, I can help you stretch your entertainment dollar if you're willing to play along. I got information about Bonnie Raitt coming to town and how you can win free tickets before 9 o'clock. Stay with me here on WTMJ on What's on Tap.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
When your pipes burst, water heater's leaking, drains backing up, or whatever your plumbing problem is, the reliable plumbers at Quality are on hand 24/7 to fix your plumbing problem with fully stocked vehicles and lightning-fast response times. This is Anthony Zanevsky. Call Quality first and get the signature service you deserve to fix your plumbing problem ASAP.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. I don't have to tell you that a lot of dust and other junk collects in your ductwork. And it doesn't just sit there. It's blowing around in your home. And that jeopardizes your home health. The commercial industrial duct cleaning system we use at Quality darn near sucked the shirt right off our tech the first time he used it. Believe me, not everybody has this powerful of a system. It's unlike any other. At Quality, you get the best duct cleaning, period. So call Quality first for your duct cleaning needs.
For the signature service you deserve.
If you're living with joint pain in your shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees, and you have Medicare or Medicaid insurance, coming to Rejuvenex to solve your pain problems is something you should strongly consider. First off, because our FDA-approved pain treatments have been shown in many cases to be highly effective at reducing inflammation and substantially alleviating pain. Secondly, Medicare and Medicaid cover Rejuvenex treatments, so your cost could be nothing, or next to nothing at all. Chronic pain will only worsen with age. This leads to a far more compromised lifestyle, depression, and soon they start talking surgery. And then what? You have to get in front of arthritis and chronic pain, because the sooner you do, by letting us begin to calm those pain points, the better. I'm Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and we can alleviate your pain so you can rejuvenate your life.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
That is the slinky sound of Bonnie Raitt. That is Love Sneaking Up on You. And Bonnie Raitt, what an incredible guitarist, musician, songwriter. She's a powerhouse, and she's a woman to admire with her. She's always been distinct, too. Her red hair and that big swoosh of the gray streak in the front. She's just such a talent, and she's coming back to Milwaukee. You've got a chance to enjoy Bonnie Raitt in person. She comes back September 16th at the Riverside Theater. Tickets go on sale on Friday, pabstheatergroup.com. And that's also what I love. She's got some great hits like Love Sneaking Up on You, and she's got her 21st album that came out just like that. And she's still got that bluesy sound. She's got a range of emotions, and she's still creating music that speaks to the circumstances and challenges of everyday life and the world we live in. And she's 13 Grammy wins, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. If you've never seen her, I can highly recommend it. Gosh, I saw her back in the 90s in Chicago. She's just great. And she is touring with her friend Jimmy Vaughn and the Tilt-A-Whirl Band. So that is Tuesday, September 16th at the Riverside Theater. Tickets on sale Friday. Would you like to win a pair of tickets with me? Let's have some fun. You know, like one of her biggest hits. If you really had to explain who Bonnie Raitt is, I would say this.
You might think this would take years to learn, but I'm going to teach you.
Something to Talk About is really her biggest hit. So let's play a game with some trivia, some talking trivia. You want to play along with me? Call me on the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. 855-616-1620. You win this talking trivia game. You win free tickets to see Bonnie Raitt September 16th at the Riverside Theater. 855-616-1620. Let's play on What's on Tap.
Warmer temps are on their way, which means it's time for the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin Spring Home Improvement Showcase on WTMJ. I love this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informative. Get all the tips, the tricks, and the best practices to improve your home with our trusted partners, including J&J Contractors and Bruce's team at Realty Executives. It's the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin Spring Home Improvement Showcase. Going to be great. It's only here on WTMJ.
What we've found is that when you have workers who feel valued, you get better results. This is why good people and good culture should matter to anyone looking for an exterior remodeling company they can trust. It's going to be your experience and the end result that gives you peace of mind, because you'll know your work was done by people who care. We realized early on that if we were going to change the reputation of this industry for the better, that finding good workers that you could trust to do great work was going to be the key. We're attracting good people every day because we take care of our people. We want to make sure they feel important, because they are. And we're going to make sure you feel important and valued too, with excellent customer service and high quality work. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. With the ability to market luxury homes on a higher scale than ever before, Century 21 Benefit Realty has taken a huge step forward to tap into a global network of buyers. Maximum exposure to spotlight your unique home with our fine homes and estates marketing so you can sell it for the highest price. And with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission, you win. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Hey, John Mercure here for Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. Their mission is to transform the culture of care. They specialize in caring for those with early to late stage Alzheimer's or other related dementia symptoms, memory care issues. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. I've been in their places. I love how they deal with people. It's about compassion and empathy at Azura. Kindness is at their core. 14 locations from the Mississippi to Lake Michigan, 4 here in the Milwaukee area. Wisconsin-based and family-owned. It's about kindness and care. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
You might think this would take years to learn, but I'm going to teach.
That is the sound of Bonnie Raitt and one of her very biggest hits, Something to Talk About, and you know she'll play it on stage when she's back in Milwaukee. The Riverside Theater, Tuesday, September 16th, something to look forward to. She's touring with her buddy, Jimmy Vaughn, and the Tilt-A-Whirl Band. That is going to be some great bluesy music and a great gathering of people at the Riverside on September 16th, and you can be there. I got tickets to give away tonight and again on Thursday night's show on What's on Tap, and inspired to do some talking trivia. So let's see if we can get a winner for Bonnie Raitt tickets right now. Please welcome to What's on Tap, Tim in Madison. Tim, how are you? Tim, are you there?
I am.
Okay. You ready to play?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then we also have Lisa in Wind Lake. Lisa, are you there?
I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening. Wonderful. Tim and Lisa, we're going to play kind of like we did last week. The first person to get 2 trivia questions correct will be the winner. And Tim, since you called in first, you're going to go first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your talking trivia question is, what 1968 science fiction film featured the talking supercomputer HAL 9000?
Oh, no. I was born in 1989.
It's a classic film.
Let's see, I'm trying to think of a movie with a talking supercomputer in it.
Oh, are you there?
Yeah, hello?
Okay, what's your answer? I got to go.
Is it a Space Odyssey?
Are you looking it up? What's the title of the film?
2001 Space Odyssey.
Tim, you got it correct. That is correct. We're going to have to go faster, though, all right? Okay?
Yep.
Ooh, Tim, we got a bad connection. All right, Lisa, how about you? We got a clear connection, right?
Yes.
Cool. Lisa, in Star Wars, what language does Chewbacca speak?
Oh, gosh. I have no idea. Sorry.
You sure don't want to you want to do a Chewbacca impersonation for me?
He just kind of roars, doesn't he? I'm not sure.
It's not good. In Star Wars, he. Okay, well, we'll give you a little buzz for that one.
Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky.
I like the guess. That's a good That's a good guess. It is. Now, I don't know that I'm saying it right. It's Shrywook. Shryyiiwook. That is the language that Chewbacca speaks.
Oh, boy.
All right, Tim, back to you. Which American president stated, "Speak softly and carry a big stick"?
It sounds like something President Nixon would say.
Oh! The correct answer is Theodore Roosevelt. Lisa, back to you. What 1980s toy featured a cassette player and a moving mouth to talk to children?
Mr. Mouse?
No, it was a teddy bear. The teddy bear named Teddy
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin, yeah. Tim, back to you. One more answer and you win free tickets. Which car in a 1980s TV show could talk and assist its driver, Michael Knight?
1980 TV show. I know Taxi was a 1980 TV show.
Is that your guess? I need your guess.
Say Knight Rider.
That is correct. It is Knight Rider. So congratulations, Tim in Madison. You have won tickets to see Bonnie Raitt. Congratulations. It's good to have you ever seen her before?
No, definitely not.
Lisa, I'm very sorry. It was good to talk with you, and try again on Thursday, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, take good care. Be safe. And Tim, WTMJ and the Pabst Theater Group are glad to give you a pair of tickets to experience best-selling artist, respected guitarist, accomplished songwriter, and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Bonnie Raitt. She'll be at the Riverside Theater September 16th. Tickets are on sale Friday, February 7th at PabstTheaterGroup.com. But don't miss your chance. I'm glad you got to score them. Congratulations. All right. Hang on the line. We'll get you your info. We'll be back with more What's on Tap next.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Here at Rich Lawns, we offer both comfort service and expert service.
Our comfort service comes with movie theater popcorn, hot gourmet coffee, upfront pricing, on-time scheduling, plus anything else we can do to keep you comfortable.
Put that on top of honest service from the most friendliest, hard-working people you'll ever meet inside a tire and service center, and well, we'd like to believe we're on the right track to meeting your expectations.
But when your check engine light, tire light, or any other light screams, "Service me," well, that means you're due for our other type of service.
Our expert service. Tires, brakes, belts, mufflers, transmissions, and even engine repair.
Come on into Richlands and put our expert service to the test.
And while you're relaxing, enjoy our comfort services too. I'm Brett Matchke with Richlands, your
due for service.
Since 1964, we've changed your tires and so much more. Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
Just like most cars and trucks can't run without oil, no person can function without food. That's why through March 1st, the Auto Dealers of Metro Milwaukee is contributing $1 from every oil change to Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. Every dollar provides 3 healthy meals. Over the past 14 years, Adam has provided more than 2.6 million meals to people in southeast Wisconsin. And now the need is greater than ever. Find a participating Adam dealer near you at adamm.com.
You wake up feeling like you just boxed 12 rounds. Some wake up sweating with sore jaws, headaches, and a lot of our patients complain of brain fog. I'm Dr. Madan Kandula, and these signs, often joined with snoring, are sleep apnea symptoms. And if this sounds like you may have been in a struggle last night between you and this serious disorder. Many people aren't willing to fight back. But the fact is, you can't go through these nightly struggles without ramifications that each night chip away at your life's expiration date. I get it. You don't want to wear a CPAP mask. You may find out you don't need one. We have every effective sleep apnea solution available. And believe me, the mask is the last resort.
It's time to take action to stop your sleep struggle. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Results may vary. Most insurance accepted.
Warmer temps are on their way, which means it's time for the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin Spring Home Improvement Showcase on WTMJ. I love this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informative. Get all the tips, the tricks, and the best practices to improve your home with our trusted partners, including J&J Contractors and Bruce's team at Realty Executives. It's the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin Spring Home Improvement Showcase. Going to be great. It's only here on WTMJ.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Yeah. Bonnie Raitt, if you just missed out on your chance to win tickets, you see how much fun it can be to win them by answering some trivia questions. Good news, you have another chance on Thursday night. I have another pair of tickets to give away for Bonnie Raitt's upcoming show at the Riverside Theater, September 16th, with Jimmy Vaughn and the Tilt-A-Whirl Band opening. That's just going to be a solid night of music at the Riverside. Tickets are on sale on Friday. Like I said, you've got another chance to win them before you can buy them right here with me on Thursday night. And I had fun looking up some talking trivia questions. And Tim and Madison, congratulations again for earning your tickets. But Nate, I want to ask you, did you know any of the answers to the trivia questions that I asked?
Well, I thought I was going to know the Wookiee language, but I was wrong. So the Star Wars fan in me is pretty disappointed right now. So
now you know what language Chewbacca speaks. Like I said, I don't know that I'm saying it correctly, but it looks like Shrywook, Shryriiwook.
I was just going to say Wookiee. I thought that was the right answer.
I would have too. Yeah,
guess not.
That would have been a solid guess. And I really thought that Tim was going to get the presidential question right. The American president who used the slogan, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." Especially since Teddy Roosevelt has history here in Milwaukee. I thought for sure he was going to snap that one right up.
I probably would have still gotten that one wrong, honestly.
That's okay. Well, pressure, it's different when you have to answer a question. It's just a little different. So we'll play trivia. We'll do something fun for you to have the chance to win free Bonnie Raitt tickets. Riverside Theater, September 16th. At the Riverside Theater. I'm Sandy Maxx. I'm so glad you hung out with me tonight. If you missed any of the good conversations from my guests, you can always catch up on the WTMJ.com page where you can download the podcast there, or, wherever you get your podcasts is where you can find WTMJ's What's on Tap. I covered some concert announcements. It was very nice to talk with Marcus Performing Arts Center's Lori Bowman about tomorrow's ballet. It's called Complexions Contemporary Ballet, and I'm very excited because music fans, the second half of that contemporary ballet is all David Bowie music, which is very cool. And there's also some Bach music, so it'll be the range of music tomorrow at the Complexions Contemporary Dance at Marcus Performing Arts Center. And thanks to Steph Salvia, the executive director of Joy Engine, who was able to come in and announce the 7 grant winners. $50,000 is what Joy Engine gave out to 7 creatives who are going to make interactive and interesting, positive, creative experiences to bring joy to Milwaukee. So you can catch up on that announcement as well. And Thursday, looking ahead, making the most of your Super Bowl Sunday, we're going to get some suggestions on Super Bowl snacks from Midwest Sad, which sounds very sad, but it's snacks and desserts. So it's going to be fun meeting the owner of Midwest Sad to give us some of those treats. And I think I have a roving reporter who will be in New Orleans to give us what the vibe is like there in Super Bowl City. Plus, you will get to hear Bonnie Raitt and have another chance to win those tickets. So thanks again for hanging out with me tonight on What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Catch up on the podcast and just enjoy your night and be safe. Right now, stay with us. We have WTMJ News coming up next on WTMJ.
When I shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, every time I come in, it's like a whole new store. It's because new inventory's arriving daily, all kinds of everything. And let me tell you, thrift store prices make buying easy. And helping others at the same time, that's icing on the cake. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
We've all heard of Larry Bird. Allow us to introduce Derry Bird.
It's A.J. Green slashing a three down from the right wing on the other end of the court. It's a one-point game. Back to A.J. A.J. going to try to answer. Off balance three, and he hits it. How did he hit that one? The Derry Bird going deep into his bag of tricks there.
We're the home of Derry Bird and the Bucks. WTMJ.
Get started with your no-hassle refi checkup by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com.
Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 9 o'clock, it's 19 degrees in Milwaukee. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of some lake effect snow showers later in the evening with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday will be cloudy with some evening snow light mix likely and less than a half inch of snow and minor ice accumulations possible with a high of 31 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Sean Brinda. In Kenosha,
we're going to give the all clear. Basement is clear. First floor is clear. Second floor is clear. KUSD is talking to the principal, and they're going to release the students here momentarily.
Kenosha police cleared Bradford High School after a lockdown.